And the joy of the Lord indeed is my strength. If you're watching TV and you're watching that sound clip, you'd see how charged the environment was, the energy in the room, the excitement, the build up, and the hope and the confidence the people of the Lord were experiencing there in that atmosphere. When God is with you and He shows you signs and, things that He is capable of doing, and you step into His presence and you feel the Holy Spirit in that space, in that environment, in that room, then you are able to remember what David said at some point, or what David did at some point. That he danced and danced and danced and his clothes fell off and he didn't care. And even as it was being pointed to him that, King David, you're virtually naked, he didn't mind. Because he was in the presence of God and he was not ashamed. In the presence of God, there is so much fulfillment and there is so much joy that sometimes it becomes crazy. Have you felt that crazy feeling in the presence of God when sometimes you just have to lie down flat on the floor? Sometimes you want to jump and scream. And you know why? You're looking back. You're looking back. You're looking back. When you take the steps back into the past, and you remember those days when, Charlie, sometimes you have to walk from your house to the roadside and look for trotro to go to school, and you have no idea how the future is going to be like. And your colleagues and your classmates knew where they were going. Those who wanted to be doctors knew that they were going to be doctors. Those who wanted to be pharmacists knew where they were going to be. But in the kind of environment you found yourself in, it was virtually impossible for you to know what you wanted to be. And even if you knew, it was going to be those low dreams that everybody in that community had. Just a few knew what exactly they wanted to be. And so when you look back at all these situations and you see where God has placed you, today you're a banker, today you're a policeman, today you're a doctor, today you're a journalist, today you're a businesswoman, today you are whatever you are. You just begin shouting, you just begin dancing, you just begin being joyous. And so it turns from that space into your joyous moment. Nti anopai me mo akwaba me agasa meti hanu se mani ajibuta because me have bia onyankopon fa me ade me free a wode ma bedu sam pempenso we ya na ya dum binti na ye ti asafo na ye nenam asafo na ye nim se abrabo na 100 ye ba be pie ni eti asafo na ye gota ni eti asafo na ye di edusua edi agro ni eti asafo na ye nim se onyankopon sei no betimi ayo yen now Showachia, not at all serious any energy. And so I'm always excited when I sit behind the microphone and behind in front of the TV and I share with you some of these very inspirational words on the Happy Morning Show. Mimbo bibia akwaba eba jumedi ni so. Minim so nyankopon ene obeka yen ho, obehye yen de na ode no mapa adua edanimu a obia ebinya ne chefa. Midin e de simulation memo akwaba eba jumedi no eso MCCC na metim de aka ho say yes, obo midin simulation na de asafo boy aka ho. Yes, so that you remind me of where God picked me from. Kwame JJ omaba yembo bibia akwaba enche ACP retired Victor Tando edi ye road safety tidbits na ebeben we are na ya twaso ye de headlines of the newspapers na aka ho na ye de social media trends na sports updates so title area na ye di enkomo, and I encourage you to be with us. It's going to be a fully packed conversation this morning, and so please do stay with us and let's have an interactive session live on the Happy Morning Show. Oko Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Samuel yaka say na jubedi ni etwegu elhonma obetimi follow. And so when you go to Facebook, look for Happy 989 FM, and I say ETV Ghana na wa follow ye elhon no share link no send adofo nyina ebe hu no. Ekoso enso ewo Nisim 95.9 and 100.1 into Union Momo Bogatanga Tamale Navrongo any ehon kwebe nyina no obia ATL live over these platforms. Yema mu nyina akwaba eba jumedi ni somebody enko na ye ne ACP retired Victor Tando ending komo. And you welcome back. Brass to say the ACP retired Victor Tando Edin Komono the road city tidbits na ebe ACP an point so yema kwaba eba jumedi ni so. Hello, good morning ACP.
Major also boss.
Na imbom tizano peja.
Ya mean Tadium Patroy.
Yo, ye de wade ase. Ano pa nsusu de eja eden
Yo,
na yebusua.
made was my form war happy FM. I monko so de ni dwuma pa. Mudi ni bibia no. Sanse mudwuma die eso ni. Odon fa dia enkoso ran kam ho. Na onko so enti nanim so enkyere mo. Eti for muti dwuma no pay. Me mamu nyina chi me ma wate agehye. Edwuma be say dwuma kesi so e happy FM 98.9. And I pay any idea boss Bema Sami Eshon and the tea etwamo. Omo e boni ti domini bi ene Isaac Adey. Sefa Dankwa, Justice Nati, Raymond Nyamado, a rapper Fatisha Ibu Ali Pass, and director Ora John Kuma. So for the mere son ye din ye, Wami Husa and ne da Ponwe, and ne Yakitown San Busme that also a duno. I don't for near din ye. Onye di ye dia mesemo me ne retapers from him me and church and one of pay said by his grace that we are alive and not marakwa any that so edite enkwamo me champion foi any the only and about was most crime than smine no more chama penya me shramo Dr. Scott one anti dina more da brakane Dubai mamusu yina chama pay openi ubre o mensa sabaho Senior Teachers Office, Penny, I salute you this morning. May God bless you. Staff Sergeant Ajimai, with for the driver Penny, Water Serving Hospital. As you ba, I'm watching the Penny, in Shell. And Inspector Ajimai, also Police Hospital Transport Section. Also, new Penny for a wing and a driver for you, Michiamunada, Yamin Koswada, and normal no Shishram. As a DCOP, Ora Kosi Ofori, DCOP, Ora Kosi Fori, and then what the opposite man eba area. And the Omukudituma Sonko, they showed in a young or police training school. And your boy IGP, Abaswapa, police and Dr. Akufudam Pare. So I say she, because Yamin Shroud, Yamin Cow. I would watch her, and yet, as some kitwa, process man, Lydia Dimpa, and no below question, or chance of question, the more than I was. Then, the baby, or meaning another. Wish you congrats, and caution town. Retire for the aircraft, but you are our to a diabetes, because it's a minstrel. Episode 4, I don't know if you may be DBS. Yenti if said me gena sen kofu ekura car omo enregister na DV plate no aye omo kasa pa enno hunti ena yakofa side me di nanka etwem da ache afini fiti ase ni di side ma we kofa ba ente no a ye hwe enoma mienu DP ena DV ye hu se di no defective if you habo eba ena defective vehicle na adie biara na ho de no enwie pay no Yamfen Yeduma and Yiska. Yamfen Swa and Norma. Defective sense a cana, na holding in repay. Repay to Mummy with Papa. They who say, we be a mono, so the DV plater, who a semono, Nika Esonko. I say, number plate, no, a boning and yet DV plate, no, a boning treno. Can you toss a section? The internet is a can say because me the chalk. No, they are the can on try. No, I on test. Any neck can there be. And they say plate we say no. Can you toss what? A saying come up. In the sub brain is over the car no more and a door. Any pretty for any new one that you could. The names are no more way. It's a registered number one casa. Can you toss pay? Come up a shrine be and sa and no one chum, the end of principles of Muslim Martian so. Yes, who DV plate and address one a mouth answer, Nantianago. And maybe any woman, Sema or be or bought DV plate no more Nantianago. And maybe any hosa into Miss Remo be near na Muso Martian so. Sansembrano, or the no creno yet juma to me bow a poor Biaranso. na nhyehyɛ wɔ ho no no ameka bi sɛ DP plate no card ka ho ɛkyerɛ baabi a wɔkorɔ ɛna DV plate no nso log book ɛno nso da bia no wodi tutu ka no ɛsɛ wokyerɛ baabi a wɔkorɔ ne nyinaa no log ka DP plate card no lefua do 14 days na just twam DV plate deɛ ayɛ afe baako enti mesrɛ oma yɛnhyɛ no so afe ne twam pa ɛsɛ no nso ne bere atwam yɛsɛ ɔkɔpɛ foforɔ anaasɛ wokɔ na ɔkɔ register car no na wei yɛde ma wɔn a try wɔn a ɛtɔn cars ne companies no mu ne ade nti ankorankora de wonyɛ bia ɛnyɛ tuamu da so akɔgye DV plate na ne DV plate no a daabi ɛwɔ mu a na kyɛ a wobɛtumi akɔ na afei wakɔ register wo car no kama ɛwonya register nso deɛ a yɛsɛ ɔhwɛ ne yie wode fɛ nnipa pii boro so sɛ nnipa nnan enum daabi wode fɛ nneɛma kuntan daabi ne nyinaa no ebi kura tumi de kɔ ayeforɔ wedding no mo ne nea keka ho daabi ne nyinaa no mmara no mma kwan saa tumi yɛnhyɛ no so na ɛma polisifoɔ adwuma nso ɛnyɛ mmerɛ kakra ɛfa ma wɔn that's why nyɛ ne sɛ da bia polisi ne ho a DV plate gyina come on gyina hɔ nom dɛ polisi ne yɛ den kora no ho DV plate ɔbɛgya ne hɔ yɛ na saa sɛ DV plate na kɔyɛ biribi soronko koraa ɛnso ɛnyɛ biribi soronko nti wɔn nyinaa no yɛsua a ɛbɛboa yɛn na afei ankɔto hankurowa bi mu afei ankɔto ɔhaw biara mu nti DP plate sɛ wɔkae ne mu a ɛnyɛ mfomsoɔ ɛnyɛ korɔ no sɛ wonyɛ bɔne biara ɛyɛ ne kwan so a na mmom ɛsɛ wode mmara kwan so ɛnante woyɛ ne sɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa meka nam sɛ me nuanom apolisifoɔ no nso sɛ ɔmo nso hyɛ nneɛma bi nso kakra ɛtɔ ebi na obi kura DV plate ɛne DP plate bi a ehu na ɛkwan ɛfa so a asi etu hyɛ no so asa kurama a wohu akoko bi na ɛna ahomete nea ɔyɛ bi a ɔbɛgyae ne nyinaa no nka ntaso ɛna adeɛ baako ehia paa so sɛ wokura DP plate anaa DV plate a ɛsɛ ohun sɛ wɔwɔ driving license ɛma ɔkwan sɛ fa twitwɛn wɔ driving license no enwui edi mu ne nyinaa no so etumi ɛboa afei insurance so ɛda so da so sanse kaa nam kwan so ɛkɔ bɛyɛ obi nim yɛ besie nti wɔn nim nyinaa no mesrɛ yɛn a yɛ kaa yɛnyɛ register ni kura DV plate ne DP plate no ɛyɛ a mɔmɔ yɛn hyɛ no so na nkɔma apolisifoɔ ɛne yɛnya wɔntwi biara ebusuafo ne tiefo ade akyea bia yɛsɔre ne yɛn ne yɛ cross yɛkɔ yɛbɛkɔ no sɛ ne yɛba so yɛabantɛn ɔdomfo agya nkea ho na ɔnyɛ ne yie ne tuma pɛ biara nkyɛ ne so agya no ma no nyɛ adom ne nhyira ɛmfɛma
ACP pay bedo say for road safety tidbits or the abre beto asna fe the headlines no abre adofo. And you welcome back to the Happy Morning Show live on Nisim 95.9 and 100.1 in Bogatanga and Tamale, and live on ETV and Happy 98.9 FM. Yemobibia Akwaba Ebaj Media. So on a pay mini Ramon Yamato and Wahanum say so and Fatih Shaibu Ali. Yedij Media Ebre Adolfo. Fatih, good morning. Ray, good morning.
Asafo, good morning.
Good morning. Bibi Aboko.
Nyamiado.
Now, what experience? What experience is it?
Experience.
For a novice, Nintia. No, Nintia.
Okay.
A novice. Yeah.
So why you man 40 years?
Maza.
To see, I know the bomb age, my dear, saying.
Missy Bombi
saying
59.
It's because retirement.
Exactly.
Next year, the two mama.
Away.
Sorry. What's your same way there?
Anything that it may be a question got him. Oh, anything that maybe a question got him. That time, why lucky said that time that. Phones in the hall. Can and the name TikToker.
There be that.
Before the phone the camera now.
Hey. That's what the
diving into the gutter.
Charlie. Imagine some gutter you more.
Sammy, what's in your way?
Never forget.
Anyway, no.
Ukwa shresro. What's it?
Me original song in the matter.
And a metro.
And I think the original. Meja was but there's a song that today I can't sing the original. Yes. Have you heard the song? Da da you know we corrupted the song in the cadet. And so I can't now sing the original song. It's the only the Adjumboni one that is in my head.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Say, maybe I say, only for maybe someone pay say direction when I'm on say Ghana right direction and I wrong direction.
They are wrong direction.
Fatty. Correct direction and I wrong direction. Unto petrol. Unto oil.
Where we now from for interviewer? Interviewer off air no. No, I catch you say. Masa, move from me and it's not mechano. Because you said me bofu. Me bofu. My friend sister party and pay more crab by. Oh, me near same. Yenya. Na yete say now o say Sami asam de neke kana o. Neke kana. Na wo man no. Oh, aban aba akonyina wo me de hwambo.
It's true.
Enti no. Sami.
Party.
Sisi ano, u se wiase tie ma fati submission na member no. U se wiase afa na nyina na isi ano. Obia ete so. Obia ebre.
No question. News now.
Oba say bibia.
Obia we twa we headlines ato adwem mu. It's going in what direction in terms of what?
Yeah, besides say Ghana a correct
general
direction
economic
wrong
conditions.
A correct direction and a wrong direction. We are simple, right or wrong. Now you're calling you.
Well, it depends.
Sammy,
Political response not their mind.
Sammy, Ghana is
It depends on what, by the way. It depends on what.
Oh, it depends on the conditions you find yourself in, where your difficulties are, where you think it's in this area there, everything is okay for me or for Ghanaians. No. The American patch say ebi obi wo ho a.
Debi
enyo obi asem na kan. Ya se wo obi
obi wo ho a ebi baby ote no.
Oh,
the only problem of Phyllis or say bia say
stop pussyfooting around the issue.
Say ofanko say now run about one no. O ma ko solve flooding issues na e wo ho no.
Be okay.
Make me aka say oh ekoye mama na baby.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
One my scenarios back to the issue. It is here no
no. Ekoye ma na say ekoye. Share oil asem na. Eyo oil e dey chifro ye na.
Right or wrong?
Wrong direction.
Yeah, bad.
Sammy me the wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
Anya me kwa na America.
Say me share oil. I dey chifro ye. Me share rent. Me share fuel. As I see, I know a month will be more parking on my car.
Makeup, crowd.
Trotro diaries.
Yeah, boy, no boy, cosro.
Trotro diaries na echo. Makeup near the na bread. Wrong direction.
Sammy,
bread be an event saying popular one there. Those times, me Jimmy 5 Ghana.
Sammy.
Me Jimmy 5 Ghana. Me na make no.
Chinese restaurant be a me to salad wo. Salad ni twa yi. Nti na mi kase me ye diet a na nka mafa ho so wan kase we hu say I told you should understand ti Andrea and I'm sure me ye trotro diaries na nka nsesa no de akoje Sammy they have increased the price and reduced the amount minti ase how can you reduce the quantity of the salad and increase the price?
When you be so question wrong direction right direction so nka
me wa brodo fu e minim say omu tumu but omati size ne so
omati mo
obete
5 Ghana cedi de ne sisi omoto on 7
na still
omati so
Salad na esi me bi esi me yam hye me nkan yesa na me.
Ana nti ya na me so na madam, ma menje 10 dey me no. Ana menje 10 dey me. Oh 10 50. Ti me ko do fia na ne me de me mouth boss so. Say na dwene ko me.
Be say drad obi ko post here on Facebook say we are say din o. Na hye gobe amato. Debe ye hye gobe ni so waje fish. Waje sausage and I was say we are saying ya dey ma o. Obi pe beans back says no the gari ready. Now what has add sausage fish atoso for beans.
Any if any collecting your eyes.
Protein.
Any if any collecting your eyes. Yo.
Afrobarometer say 9 out of Ghanaians.
9 out of Ghanaians is saying.
9 out of 10 Ghanaians. 87% say the country is heading in the wrong direction. Only 13 see things going in the right direction. 24% decline.
We know who the 13
almost say 24% the points decline and almost since 2019. It is a far
sure. Obi the story we are sending me. Na se me same share me tina na se me review sa story na check it HMS so. Se me tina na se me review sa story na nyame summation.
Republic Press and OPC TUC boss scoffs at government for choosing cathedral over welfare of workers. Economic transformation takes time. Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, and at time when Vice President who say economic transformation takes time. Time no year lectures to lectures, university to university. I born say one no. Now they him say quick fix so. He cannot be giving us excuses today. JFK forgives wound to me. New crop of NPP executives will fail if the president refuses to cooperate with them. Dr. Mwakuba, firewood carrying graduate lauded for MAM tribute. And our final story has said, pay our monies or we sell to Cote d'Ivoire. Cocoa farmers threaten government. Wait, this story is our front page of the Republic Press.
Daily Guide, JB Killer for mini trial. Retraction and apology. We hereby retract in its entirety the content of a story republished in the June 27, 2022 issue of the Daily Guide, headline, Ex-Convict in Court for Fraud. We hereby render an unqualified apology to the businessman Charles Opon Chicheku, whose integrity was inadvertently injured by the said publication. Editor Enaika. NPP to upgrade communication 21 million euros for Swami interchange. Sunyani Airport ready. And no ewo honum. Saso ena adebi ya moya fine. NPP to upgrade communication. Market newly furbished tourist centers upon Kroma. And no honum. Saso ena heat wave. Ferocious European heat hurts north. Ecuador jail violence. Fight at Bella Vista kills 13. Activists anger over Ivory Coast polygamy proposal. King Mohammed VI endorses new bodies for Judaism. China threatening strong measures if Pelosi visit Taiwan. Why we need China? Minko reading my way.
The activists not no bufu.
So when stories about not why any shine.
No, Seva.
How obey me
Scorpion stories.
obey me aiding the cake and still have it. How you can have a squeeze and
activists no problem is saying. Women's rights activists in Ivory Coast have expressed anger over proposed bill that will legalize polygamy for men, calling it a step backwards. Or move Sami we do and can make a baby activist.
Yeah, can
But this time no.
But me
Ghana says
polygamy a woman ayeno.
Chinchina as a polygamy.
Polygamy.
Baku yo.
Share you Muslim brothers no.
Yes. I'm worried 3 4.
Omunyi che.
Yes. Long life and prosperity.
Me data.
Oh, statistics were.
Data. Because you see, Alaji first week. Well, East Legon.
Yes.
Week 2. Our Medina. We are about Kaswa. No about Laboni.
That's right. Yes. Sammy, he's living long.
It is Alaji by East Legon. How many problem? Wabako Laboni. by 1 week time na so wakoma to na so obana oye science alaji o laboni
Yes.
Kwame JJ.
se kaso aka cheze aladi enema ye efense TZ
Tuzafi. Chinkafa.
ye mode ni gum na alaji ko
Yes.
no
Yes.
Iti who's almost strong.
Oh yes.
Old men no. Opa, yen taking up research near say between yen Muslim men and the Christian men. How many would
Christian men would
Opa yen analysis between a Christophony Muslim. How many would
that is because of one man having multiple
my sister.
Oh,
so
research.
You don't understand that.
Yeah, okay.
Now, a mema omu right? But omu different girls. So
no problem. No problem.
So where is the link?
And you say adeyo. And the problems
Sammy, and no move because problems gross.
Legalized.
Yes. Asami, only style of allergy. Alaji, we see me down with center circle. Not 5 no. My yom around.
No that center.
Around the house.
No that center.
What do I say? Until them were 1, and then we were 2, and then we were 3, 4, 5.
Me so for we me a me medical ka say.
Some pressure no. Some only say blood pressure. Blood pressure. Oh, you 2, 3, 4 about down.
Me kwa de minim.
Odanya botre.
Daily Graphic, okay, front page, a story so it be in the Nkrumah Mausoleum and the goals expansion. Tourism Minister cuts sword for modernization. Equipment for visas on arrival ready. Foreign Affairs Minister Anna Ekasa. Ghana to write 2022 WASI alone. What does it mean? Other stories, Ewo Krata Nimu and Opay Serbia opens embassy in Accra. And also so Ewo Honum. And France signs energy deal with UAE. Putin visits Iran in rare international trip. And also so Honoma Oman for Ebetumi Akenkan Ebi Ewo Daily Graphic Mo and pay collaborate to tell African story better. Editor Anna Ekasa and inadequate budgetary allocation forces crew to demand money. CEO of NAS tells committee when a human trafficking conviction records improve gender ministry. And Edesa Semno Abeto Eja safeguard democracy. Professor Atuguba urges Ghanaians. And also so Honum. Activities to commemorate 10th anniversary of former President Mills announced. And NDC internal elections. Register exhibition begins today at Northern Sector. And we earn stories and pay Daily Graphic at the Abraham Raymond. Kaime Sepe Pacho. The issue of Professor Mills Institute 1, Institute 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Very good. Very good. Ghanaian Times and Opese, restoring status of Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Government earmarks $3 million for rehabilitation to boost tourism and create jobs. I know a big story on front page of the Ghanaian Times. Ghana rescues 831 human trafficking irregular migration victims in 2021. New site for nuclear power plant to be named soon. Deputy Energy Minister. Welder apprentice gets 4 years for stealing TV sets and possessing weed. 2 teachers in trouble over alleged sexual offences against 2 SHS girls. Samoka story with Asankrega Senior High School in Sebno. I say Ernest Dronko, a physics teacher, 28, charged with rape, whilst Augustine Swansea Odro, 34, a history teacher, was charged with indecent assault. I mean, physics ni history teachers, no. Oto aso I say features ewo paper no man pay. I say is the 1 Ghana cedi losing value as a legal tender? And only questioner omudiaba. Beware of charlatans in clerical outfits. Nina a story so betumi akan ewo daily Ghanaian Times mo. Boni Adama Lache II is legitimate chief of Ghana State. Ni Yaute Otu Ga II. Nina a story so betumi akan. Na sami Ga chief no still no argument a chinche.
I thought so they have settled.
I thought yes, I thought so too. Otu aso say new NPP national officers advised to be fair and firm. John Dramani Mahama allows sufficient time for citizenry, full integration into Ghana card system. Nina stories to betimi akan. We are prepared to take over power from NPP. Boama Otokuno, newly elected NPP National Youth Organizer, reacts to vote buying allegation and integrate Kaizen concept into flagship programs. Japan envoy to government. Sami Kaizen concept no. Say one uchiasi there.
There be a research.
Eka Kaizen is a continuous improvement.
Okay.
And you will be an waka trauma. We say omo ya dia na omo stole or dynamism bi amba. O tumase omo se sanya manasa na model ko omo se same. We say continuous improvement to find quality no. Any Kaizen concept no.
Okay.
And only asema Japan for abeka kire Ghana for say you see.
Ghanaian publisher. Nkrumah Memorial Park repairs begin. Ghana installs e-visa systems at missions. Tampuli cuts short for Gushegu bus terminal project.
Honorable Tampuli, Anope Chia, Ubojuma Gushegu.
Razak row over Atta Mills remains a family charge on Koku and government. Eno ewo honum. Varsity fees review underway. Eno ewo honum. Saso ena opuni trial. No farmer complained about the ineffectiveness of Lithovet.
Atami story, Atami Sabahobi.
DCOP Kwesifori retires tomorrow. DCOP, Wabwe Juma Nkasa Mekai, way back from Metro TV over 10 years ago as Semena Mekai. And you were very, 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 very supportive and helpful. And you know, yeah, the young couple wants to say on the through career na afi ubabe retire nicely. Yeah, better now. I think is it today?
Yes, today.
Yes, yeah, better now.
But I know, I think so there was a ceremony.
Please,
yeah, no, I think so.
yeah, better now. Please, training school honum. And we wish you all the best this year, Kwesifori. First, you know, now. Your body COP Kwesifori a Woka Ghana Police Service on one now needing. There was another one. Not first, no any assistant.
What's his name?
Superintendent. No, yeah,
so little baby PR.
Away na no you no.
Little baby.
Why you running away? Yeah, but my guys are story though. But I mean, on him say DCOP Okoyi. Or return the salary.
No, but or return it is.
Or there be a core retirement, but about better so about worker.
Of course.
Yes. Or return the salary.
Of course.
It's
India.
Yeah, abaso.
Of course.
So, he's going to rest with a lot of perks.
Daily Statesman, front page stories and a pay. Government urged to commit to family planning. Nuclear power to fast-track industrialization. Ghanaians turn to local rice as Southeast Asia export ban affects supply. A very controversial headline. No time extension for SIM card registration. Pati, I know I took a screenshot of a message that came. And how about those people who haven't gotten their Ghana card at the moment? What happens to them? What happens to those who have not gone to collect their Ghana cards? What happens to those who are not in the system of the NIA? What happens to them? It's by no fault of theirs. And no many Ghana card no. Would they have their SIM cards terminated as well? I know, Fatih, when I went to register and I came back, I told you the story of the process I went through and the fingerprint and all of that they took. I shared with you that. But here is a message I got yesterday. I took a screenshot. You have less than 12 days to link your Ghana card to your Vodafone SIM. Register now to avoid disconnection and losing your number. Meanwhile, I've gone through the process.
Yeah.
I think I was one of the people who went there at the very early stages to go and then register my SIM card. And I got this message that I have not registered.
Yes, we register.
Yes, me register.
No, but no. I think ABI message I come will be until there's a way you can check say register.
Yes, there's. I think there should be a short code. I'll look for that short code.
Check your allegation now.
The main allegation. It's a message they sent to me. Is it my fault that they sent me a message?
Everybody.
How do I know?
Maybe went to everybody.
Well, they sent it to me. I'm speaking for myself.
So check, verify.
Oh, my brother. Information Minister advocates creative tourism promotion, but today this picture shows me how Kojo Oponkome's future will be like. A picture. You see?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how the picture came out like that, but he looks a very old man in this picture. Yeah. Anyway, and the stories are the Daily Statesman, Eddie Abraham. I'm from a final paper and Twaso. I know the Finder newspaper. $3 million face lift project takes off to modernize Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Dr. Awal and a day. Assembly to Edra. Now, Anyabia, how much do we earn from the Kwame Nkrumah Museum? Yeah, how much do we earn from it?
I don't know. Time na Green Ghana Day, no. Something was done there. What was it?
Some sharp AEB.
No,
but how much does the mausoleum earn us?
And what are we spending the $3 million on? It's just, I mean, we've gone past the stage. Ministers will come and tell us we have to spend
how many tourists come into the country and they are going to that place, and how much do we earn from that place?
Yes. No,
$3 million at this time.
So, I mean, what are we using the $3 million on? You see, you have to get the buy-in of Ghanaians. In fact, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say, no. What am I saying? But I'm saying that you cannot just tell Ghanaians, say, I'm going to spend $3 million on this project, whilst you've not even given us a breakdown of how you intend to spend the money, what new additions you want to bring to that place now. $3 million. I mean, $3 million in this Kaketoa.
In this Kaketoa. But I think Senna they will come some near Tigo opposite.
Okay.
Museum.
No.
Technical hitches forced evening Accra Tema train shuttle to stop 4 times. Ebiem.
What's it?
Technical hitches forced evening Accra Tema train shuttle to stop 4 times.
Go for your message.
I'm saying if you for your money,
hey.
No, I'm saying if you for your money, railway no. No, I'm saying if for your money because anytime you buy a pilot, be I'd never really and now said the ben. Okay, I say yes story be that was I think Takrade. I'm a 2 man who sees you are a coffee of a Panama. Okay. Well.
So, I mean, what kind of trains are we using, and what kind of tracks are we using?
Oh, is it not the 1% for brought?
You see, get now you're using it.
It's the 1% for brought.
No, but South Africa, there is a train. Your friend is saying tourism at Debia. You sit in the train from one end to the other, and it's a very old trainer. It still uses coal.
Okay.
Tourism. So you travel, you sit on the train from, I've forgotten where you start from, and go and end somewhere. We see from there is like a bazaar, and you know, if that train is still running for however many years, they give you the history of the train and all that. Why can't our trains run?
These trains now use engines. So I'm mechanical creature. These engines,
And I've given you an example of a very, 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 very old train
one that is still
running.
I'm still using locomotive trains.
And I said necessary locomotive.
This locomotive train, yeah.
Well,
what train?
But I said train behind noise.
But where in particular?
We're really stop here. Now imagine if a train, rail tracks and if you are bush. No, if you
want to do it, let's do it well.
But when they were doing the pilots, it didn't stop.
NPA cautions against placing LPG cylinders near naked fire. And success of Nigeria's new Lotto game hinges on integrity. Sami Auku and Ekasa. Into we stories are and pay the final news idea brain.
The Chronicle and OPC Ajasafu drops bombshell, says NPP cannot give up on her, and that her vote to break the 8 is very important. We a big story on the front page of the Chronicle. Perseus Mining responds to DC Kodria's plea to rehabilitate bad road. Minority wants probe into maltreatment of illegal miners. Kowan's response to Ochihini. Rehabilitation of Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park commences. We stories are chronicled thereby anope. My father Inquisitor stories our front page anope. Say buffer stock gets tough on supplies, threatens sanctions. Feature the new kid on the block. We don't know what we have created. Now new kid on the block no Kisi Ejabin special prosecutor. Sami. Special prosecutor no Ejuma Oye Amehumpa and say is going after the late Sir Jones estate.
Oh, na say no. Or it is not.
And I make so quite appeal. So quite appeal.
Yeah.
Or buy no. Ejuma me who say why you pa any dead man's property. Nini DH3. And then Ejuma me who say special prosecutor. What concentrate here? Say.
But were you not concerned?
I was not concerned.
When the will came out?
I was not concerned.
Well,
I was only concerned about one part.
Which one?
Achimota Forest and Ramsar side. That was all. The rest of it.
But that's where the concern was.
Sedon was not a hungry man.
No, but that's where the concern was.
Sedon was not a poor man.
Yes, but that's where the concern was.
And it should be straightforward.
If you are going to, if you are chasing his will,
remove that part from it and leave the rest. What's that?
Punishing Agongo for supplying little fertilizer painful. National best farmer. And a tardy woman's death. Fewer money caused delay. National ambulance service. Assembly. Fewer money. Look, Sammy. Fewer money for ambulance.
I think I remember some time ago somebody complained. He said, ambulance. No muka chen say she has to pay for something. BB.
Sammy, ambulance service. You see, it is not enough to just bring in 300 ambulances and then we sing the song, one constituency, one ambulance. It is not enough. It doesn't end there. Making sure those ambulances work. Making sure that ambulances are fit for purpose now. Then you go find a buyer. So I mean, if you bring me 300 ambulances and I cannot fuel the ambulances, you've wasted my time. A white elephant, it will not achieve the now person they achieve. And if somebody is dying today, because ambulance service say fear money a problem.
Meanwhile, the person no.
Meanwhile,
if the panic stop a taxi edema is dangerous. What's an ambulance musua anyway.
Meanwhile, this same country has money to build a cathedral. This same country has money to refurbish $3 million. Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Site. So I mean, if you are not alive, how do you go to that tourist site?
Why is it for you?
I'm saying that. Let's say as we ever call for tourism. If we are not alive, how do we visit that place?
No more tourism, no more boko.
Now then, domestic tourism na ebo hunde no. We don't know. So do I know. But Makawada, I check, and the money that I was supposed to pay, I was shocked because now me say how many times I'm just say 5 cities or 2 cities here, nedu bibi. No wonder the place looks like how it looks like.
Today we are talking about fuel for ambulances. Fuel being a problem for Ghana National Ambulance Service. It's a problem. When I can't say Ghana is headed in the wrong direction,
Today newspaper. Indom pays courtesy call on Kufo. Ubehu empenifo mienu omo ete ho anuma omo etwa photo ayede ato paper nenim kama. Dr. Paco Indom abojise no reduce kakra, but he looks well.
Yeah.
So and former President Kufo so looks well otewa omukuta bibi. $1 billion syndicated loan agreement, no better particulars, no approval. Sir, and a minority aka actual government. 16 people injured in Tamale Pandai incident. TUC calls for total overhauling of SNET. I support. Government fight against Galamsey disappointing minority and Ekasa Assembly. So and the informer. End class system in pay administration, TUC tells government. Mahama speaks up on Ghana card. Inadequate numbers of courts in Ghana. Akufo-Addo rescue situation. Kowan's boss responds to Ochihini and no Ewo Honum as Nigeria launches first ever national lottery. Samuel Uku calls for responsible gaming. Business and Financial Times. $3 million renovation work begins on Nkrumah Mausoleum. Facility anticipates 400,000 annual visitors after facelift.
Yes, our project is 1 a.m.
Colombia National Day. Welcome to Colombia. TUC calls for total overhaul of pension system. CAGD delivers on promise, provides comprehensive national account. Way a Business and Financial Times.
The new Crusading Guard and OPC IEA to BOG increased monetary policy rate by 150 basis points. Upon Nkrumah charges media develop innovative programs to market newly refurbished storage centers. 79% of Americans say U.S. economy in a mess, things getting worse under Joe Biden. Razak Kojopuku replies Professor Steve Hank. Don't place LPG cylinder near naked fire. NP urges public. John Boedu, an indispensable colossus of NPP. Nipana China Jun, our P10, our new Crusading Guide more. New Crusading Guide say in country effective 25th July 2022. Paper no will sell at 4 Ghana cedis. 1 Ghana increment from 3 Ghana cedis into way in message. Impenu for say editor or the signature shas here. Custodian and OPC, Akufo-Addo promises efficient justice delivery. Razak Kojo Bamia mocks brick and mortar politicians. Government boosts quick access to medicines. Hassan Tampuli cut sword for 1.7 million Ghana cedi lorry park in Gusau. We any stories are occupying more custodian Albert to me. I can't. On say MP no Bujuma pa. On say agent of development. On say any Nijuma, but Obwa constituency. Oh, but remember tina hon ka say by force on koye lorry park there be. Ope and Obwa. You understand? And remember tina hon ka say MP on be road there be. Obet to me abwa. But remember for so now demonstration na musu mbe no. Oko live no mutu me organize here.
I still live in because I'm Ukraine and I'm unconscious in Ukraine.
So live no. Who can dey akoye?
Because I'm Ukraine.
Eventually no. One can say organize demonstration wo area.
And I'm copying more Ukraine.
Ukraine who here change area.
Now one who the results of my work.
You cannot organize a simple demonstration to protest over poor roads.
Yes, well, at the time my services were needed somewhere. Your first stories in Free Happy Ghana and for Embroma for I know any official website. Electing outmoded leaders has become the tradition of NPP, and this is for Enna Kasa. Never be friends with your ex. Don't talk with them. Block them. Reverend Istud Anaba Kasa.
Yes. Why are they?
Well, I disagree though. I disagree. Ghana ranked second among countries with highest debt risk in 2022 by Bloomberg. And no, you cannot transform economies with just brick and mortar, but mere defense digital agenda. Some ministries have no added value to our governance. Majority Leader Enna Ekasa. Major Mahama pointed a gun at us, Assemblyman tells court. And a minority cries of abuse and torture of galamseyers. We stories are your website and a pay.
Citynewsroom.com and pay. Ajasafo isn't avoiding privileges committee. Special assistant and all this assembly tuja. So I mean, teachers are special assistant make us have a very problem with I'm sure he saw the summons or whom be Niempino or Bayana Wamba. Did she answer any of them? Did she respond to any of them? Obekate says she is not avoiding privilege committee. What did she do? She's disrespecting the privileges committee. Is that what this special assistant is saying?
All of a sudden,
we know a special assistant who can speak for Adjoa Safo.
Exactly.
But
all of a sudden,
he's been speaking. As for that one, I know he's been speaking.
All of a sudden, into someone's need when who quite on reference to command. Stop treating Parliament with impunity. Inusa Husseini tells Adjoa Safo. No. Brutality on suspected illegal miners incomprehensible. Government must intervene. Small-scale miners. Agreement on Swami interchange laid before Parliament. Atta Mills' tomb has been tampered with. Brother fumes. What is that story, no?
Yeah, man, it's a story.
So much of fitri.
Yeah.
Grave, no. Yeah, because I said no. Will demolish buildings within core zone of Ramsar site. Henry Korte, honorable. And your core zone buildings next you demolish you. If a building is on Ramsar site, now what say see whether it is in the core zone or on the periphery or on the apron or on the wings or on the shoulders, no. Ramsar site is Ramsar site. Demolish it. And your core zone as Anasami. AMA sanctions street preachers for making noise, operating without permit. Yeah. Business will number shas you. AMA sanctions street preachers for making noise and operating without a permit. I'm not going to megaphone in you. Adjustments to emoluments of Article 71 office holders will require constitutional review. Fair wages and on the same way. Fair wages, constitution on one kind of year there. We can't transform economy with just brick and mortar. Bamia slams critics. When you know stories are and pay. Okay, I just have a story back. I just have witch hunting accusations surprising and regrettable. Majority leader. Why any stories about me? I was sitting in this room and pay.
Google News. Single spine salary structure review should tackle unfairness in remuneration. TUC Ena Ekasa Way. Asante Gold announces $140 million forward gold purchase at 7.5% interest. SASO and highest debt default risk. Ghana's national debt to surpass 400 million. And pragmatic measures needed to promote effective asset declaration. Economies are transformed with ideas, systems, and institutions. Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia and Eka. Tourism and agri can change Ghana's unemployment situation. A year presidential hopeful Kenneth Japan and Eka Sasemwe. We shall lead the working population to resist any IMF restrictions. TUC Eniabriye Ankasa. Young people join terrorist groups because of ideology, not material gain. We stories have been Google News and open.
And also name for some international news and Belmont for China reels from extreme weather. And only the major headline of CNN.com and almost a record rainfall has caused severe flooding and landslides across China, while a scorching heat wave has led to power outages, crop failures, and hazmat-suited COVID workers collapsing from heat stroke. And man comes running out of massive inferno after trying to save town. Australia's environment is poor and deteriorating, that is according to a report. Prosecutors say all 16 fake Trump electors are targets in criminal probe and are takeaways from day two of Steve Bannon's trial. And this is U.S. Navy destroyer enters Chinese claimed waters for third time in a week. And this is and Putin visits Iran in first trip outside former Soviet Union since invasion of Ukraine. We are your stories and I pay a month for between can be our CNN.com.
BBC.com and say records fall as extreme heat bakes Western Europe. Sri Lankan MPs vote for new president amid crisis. Russia plans to annex parts of Ukraine. Kiev residents hope to rebuild damaged flats. Putin visits Iran in rare international trip. Netflix loses almost 1 million subscribers. Democrats arrested at abortion rights protest. Decision time for Italy's prime minister on government's fate. Republicans help pass House gay marriage bill. Twitter Musk dispute heading for October trial. Chinese officials sorry for COVID-19 break-ins. And an ex-Trump aide felt above the law. Protesters say. When you know stories at BBC.com, they are banned up.
Reuters News. Nigeria's NNPC turns commercial, hopes for era of accountability. UK officials warn government not to pursue Rwanda deportation plan. Sasso and more than 200 people die as drought ravages northeast Uganda. We stories are Ubenya Reuters News. UK police investigate after Mo Farah says he was child trafficking victim. And also a story to me ako Reuters News na ako pebi akai. Sami, na me say nka yenya Ghana meteo for na nka mo be chire mu 40 degrees heat no it's the same.
What it means.
Because me say me who Ghana ye heat and I think say
also what than the demand sometimes in the northern sector now 39 40 they get close to the 40s. What's the difference?
We would understand, yes, the difference are UK for no as a moon to instant, you know,
legitimate,
yes.
very legitimate, very legitimate. And you know, you say it beats me enya sa nchichimu after your bush for our bridge.
Exactly.
Yes, a bush for our bridge. And he the santi chimuno ever bread or man for neighbors as I piano. How oh, na den ebusia unia bi
school near
unia bi eco school abrochi unia bi dabi unia bi eco school amana oh what I na dey say okusia dey be Ghana yi dabi eno nko ade ekusia dey e dey abechire o man
40 degrees no na say not yet to minya 41 42.
The thing is that Yankopon oye ni bibia pepepe ana Yankopon oye ni bibia pepepe internal odi e ba ha normal 40 degrees 39 degrees 23 degrees ampa because me sure say my snow embrace here and as my winter embrace here and I say Ghana for so you betumi ana you see
well yemfa aye weather update in brother for no pay Ghana meteo for see yen kan check Ghana for nyina say it will be cloudy and sunny with alternating of these two conditions, over most parts of Ghana within the day. Parts of the northern sector are expected to experience thunderstorms in the evening. Now, one more essay, Aflao, Accra, Kaswa, Cape Coast, Takrade would experience a cloudy morning with lowest temperature around 23 degrees Celsius. Area intermittent sunny moments are expected with temperature around 30 degrees Celsius. And you may it will be partly cloudy for most of these areas with temperature around 24 degrees Celsius. Ofye, Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Damangobo, Gatanga, Naleugu, and Wa. It will be cloudy throughout these areas with temperature around 24 degrees Celsius being the lowest. Area intermittent sunny moments are expected for most of these areas with highest temperature being around 35 degrees Celsius. Area, and you may, there will be downpour in these areas with temperature around 29 degrees Celsius. Into we and the weather update a bit me at the abre among 4 and pay.
Your call health service now the COVID-19 update in Atwa. So active cases 606. Confirmed total cases 167,215. New cases 32. Deaths 1,456. Recoveries and discharge 165,153. If you want to na go straight to social media na yede and sema ekoso honum aba. Bathing trendy ejare se kwahye ejare fancy go ho for support ebo samina mu na fetru ho ye no eno na make na de abetuja ene say expect be eno ma babeka say bathing every day no e be increase the risk of infections na chese we no ababedom amanfo bi amempese mebo mudin. Bathing or showering excessively can reduce skin hydration, leaving it dry and cracked. So and a cracked skin no ACR a bit me ama infection causing germs ewura woni padue no mu. Enti omo chirechire mu say edware no de ye ne say it removes odor rather than reducing people's risks of illness. Enti e bia say wunware ana ama enka bi aba ho ne ade no enka no so de ye name baby efifi eba amotuem waso achi ene scobalas honom side honom no na etumi ema wenware ho yi a o side honom no dia odibe movie akọ Madina Kaswa
Sabon Zongo
cantonment no I know scobalas na sem na ye ka
so na ye ka na odibe movie akọ sa area so
ka na odibe movie
yes ka na movie akọ sa area so nyina no because I will church as a when you say because me I am lost. I can't be new can't be Diana said. And I remember it's me a candy.
Cannot define it.
Frequent washing of the body.
Scobalas are a issue offense scorpion oil.
Aye.
Okay, I think what I say.
Frequent washing of the body strips the skin of good bacteria. And can best support your immune system no. Now almost say experts say showering just once or twice a week is sufficient for most individuals. This dictated by factors such as skin type, environment, etc. Almost say it's differs from individual to individual. Based on what skin type or environment. The environment here is woman Ghana. We say when you say a man for the year of Sabro for Munyari. You know that.
Yeah.
Ebimukra and your man Brunaba say you mean you shower every day near there. Into whole environment in a day. Or you to make show. No be so, no be so. So no my me choose. On your crown got the support the education service here. No the way Jerry we here. Into where environment is very important. And yes, I would say, hey, would America, unyare for 1 week, and that's a unyare Sunday, and one and just the next Sunday there be your environment, you know. I would say you jare. Now, Vida essay. Where are the Friday bones? The research was conducted by a Friday born. I must say, very soon, poison will be the best medicine to cure headache. Philip essay. True, especially this soap. We are causing corrosion to our bodies. Kwesi say, somebody doesn't want bathing and wants to impose it on us all. Hey, Michael say, if you study immunology, you will understand it better. Nana say, no need for soap most times. Just wash down in the shower and dance anytime you feel sweaty. And I could just say, thank you. This is the kind of research we want, not the banku and fufu gives cancer. LOL. If you want to ma, Same sofu penny, Same favorite pasta, Same papa, me so so one of my favorites. Eastwood Anaba and Waba Abekase. Or relationship advice be a person of adults. Now no preaching no, na sorry no, and or this same way etuja. Or say various groups of people you shouldn't entertain while you are in a relationship and or the buyer no. Or say exes are at the top of the list. Now also when you start dating someone new, you shouldn't keep in touch with your ex. Also so esimu ebiem eka say you shouldn't talk to your ex even if they are married, because doing so could damage your new relationship. Listen,
there are some people you have to block them. You have to block them. They shouldn't come near your phone. And one of them are old girlfriends. No. A girl you have had something to do with, maybe you've ever slept with her before. You should never be in conversation with her. And that one, I can boldly say you should never. I'm not using maybe reduce it. I'm saying never. Cut it off. You can't be playing with that kind of fire around your life. Oh, you see, but now she's married and I'm also married. Some of the people can marry and you are still their dream man, their dream woman. They are deal and they are walking about telling everybody, this is the person I should have married. This is the person I should have married. You see, this person should have been my wife. This person should have been my husband.
Directed to men or the two of you. So avoid us women.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Until women need don't to entertaining S-men.
No.
My sister.
He was emphatic. No.
What's emphatic?
If the men avoid ex-women, but the ex-woman can come in.
But I disagree with I disagree with my bishop.
I agree with
I disagree with my bishop.
He didn't say that.
See,
No,
it depends upon. It depends upon.
I agree with it.
No, I disagree with my bishop.
Don't
What's your
misquote
point?
the man. The
What's
man
your
said
point?
that women we should avoid ex-women, ex-girlfriend. Yeah, avoid as much as possible. Or I can say women avoid ex-boyfriends.
So what's your point?
The women can entertain him. The women can entertain him.
What difference does that make?
But you see, what he doesn't understand is that if the women are entertaining you and they say don't entertain them, it blocks everything.
What's the essence?
Yes.
Massa.
When they are entertaining you, block them.
You see, my brother.
That's what the man said. When they are entertaining you, block them.
We want to be entertained.
Sally, comment abano any. Sally, I say, true talk, especially with my case, my ex trying to call anytime by saying he's checking up on me. Not bad though, but let him know his place and don't entertain him.
My sister.
Kwabena say, never in my life will I do that. To block my ex, no, we can reunite easily.
Thank you.
To continue from where we stopped.
My sister.
Kwabena, why are there? Why?
Kwabena, why?
Yeah, I say, the ex that dashed me 20 Ghana this morning, no, you say I should block her. Hey, you're so full. Now, your ex, no, your ban, no, your bema.
You understand what I'm saying?
Francis say, I do agree with Reverend Eastwood on this matter. Ajay say, I hope those guys saying exes are not enemies will take it in good faith when they date ladies who are still friends with their exes.
No problem.
Just saying. Dixon say, even God talk with God, love your enemies, give him or her food when they are hungry. What happened to all these principles and more in the Bible? Sometimes we have to apply common sense when this kind of advice are generally given.
True.
If you want to man na eko asema esi ya information no about betweja press conference etumi PM and na Twitter so ayede na the family of the late former president John Evans Atta Mills and omubuefu yi ankasa ne kwan so omubuefu pa say NGO bi a ye friend no mo friend say Atta Mills Institute aye na Atta Mills Institute you know nipa oda no former general secretary of the National Democratic Congress Koko Anidoho national former deputy general secretary Koko Anidoho ana na wakwa akopie ewo Asomdwe Park honoma according to ebusuafo no wakwa akotutu pani enna so etutum se no oye ni den yo so sini fufuro so oye ni den yo na questions we bring na ebusuafo no ebisa se omo nim adekornti otumi ekoye sa ade no number 1 omo nya aware se na there are plans say okwa akoye sa ade no sa aso na sesi na omo nim se otutu ye no sebe oyi papa no efri ayinim enanimu o so de na kwoto hin o sesi no they can't tell say papa ne da baby oda o so mo yi na fi ho ne nyina no they can't tell. Na the late president's brother IFN Samuel Atta Mills and odisa semwe etudwa ebisa questions me pacho mama yenhwe video no na muntie asem no muye.
We are talking about the grave of President John Evans Atta Mills, my older brother, and from the same father, the same mother with him. Apparently, a group calling itself Atta Mills Institute that the family doesn't recognize, and Coastal Development Authority have gone to break this grave of President John Evans Atta Mills. They have removed the tomb, and what they've done is they claim that they are rebuilding it. Now, my question is this. We have traditions. Why would you go and touch somebody's grave without informing the family? Now, the question I want to ask is this. Now that you've gone to touch it, is the body still in that grave? What did you put in that grave? What kind of rituals did you perform over there? Why would you go and touch the grave without informing us? Who has the body now? And that is a question that I want to ask Ghanaians. Who has the body now? Coastal Development Authority. Under whose authority did you do this? Why do you always want to make us go through grief every time? Now you allow someone like Koko Anyidoho, that buffoon, working with Atamils Institute, so-called, to go and touch this grave without informing our family head. This is a former president. Why would the government allow this to happen?
You can see. Please continue the video, please. Yes, because I've watched the video, so continue to the end.
Out informing us. Who has the body now? And that is a question that I want to ask Ghanaians. Who has the body now? Coastal Development Authority. Under whose authority did you do this? Why do you always want to make us go through grief every time? Now you allow someone like Koko Anyidoho, that buffoon, working with Atamils Institute, so-called, to go and touch this grave without informing our family head. This is a former president. Why would the government allow this to happen?
There is a part of the video that I need, and it's there. So, and play to the end. John. Well, commenter Abano Ebi Eni. Michael Essay. The most reprehensive thing to have happened to the grave, tomb, and body of a former president of Ghana. I grieve again for the Asomdwehene. So even in death, his body will not be accorded respect and dignity. What has become of Ghana? Ken Essay, why are you using press conference? Family Matters 2 press conference. Get the police to arrest whoever if a crime has been committed. Adults behaving like children. Kwame Essay, fighting over dead body after how many years? What do you want the body for? Did you hear Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum is being renovated? Everything is politics. Let's think about bread and butter issues for those who are hurting. Richard Essay, and the whole operation of such great magnitude, and no member of your family is aware, or you being the brother not being hinted by anybody, but I don't think these questions should have been asked here. Ebosi, they want to digitize it. They want to render it e-tomb. That is the reason. Nase, Koko is gradually becoming something words cannot describe. What is all this? Intisa ena comment no. Etie, aha, ena yede trend no ABC.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed this morning.
Okay.
And I'm very sad by developments at Koso. Former President Jonathan Mills, I mean, funny currency. So, I mean, what is happening? I think that the family of the late professor, Adia Beyo Muyapa, and they say, they agreed, say, Omodishiano, in Sienu Asumdwe Park. That will be one of their biggest regrets today, looking at what is happening. Koko Anyidoho, and in Atamils Institute. Fantastic idea, say, you would come up with such a concept because of saying I want the late former president here. No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But you see, when you want to use this group as a vehicle to mock people, to taunt people, or to rattle cages, then I have a problem with Koko Anyidoho and his group. Look, after Samuel Atamios made the comments at your boss is here, go and look at Koku Anyidoho's Twitter page. Sammy, go and read the comments. Is it a crime to remove the dirty black cardboard that's used to shamefully cover the grave of President Atamios and replace it with granite stones? Samuel Atamios says, I have stolen the body of President Atamios. Good night. Ha 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 ha. Then Otoaso, John Dramani Mahama should bow down his head in shame for not building Asumdue Park. I will not use Asumdue Park for partisan politics. It's a big shame that Samuel Atamios has neglected the burial place of his brother and using the work the state is doing for dirty politics in support of John Dramani Mahama. Sammy, you see, when Koku goes on that tangent, clearly, you can even question the motive behind the Atamios Institute. He goes on. Samuel Atamios has never celebrated his brother. He wants me to tell the story of his wickedness towards his brother. I am happy Samuel Atamios has opened the can of worms that I have been trying very hard not to open. The final one. Samuel Atamios says, I'm a buffoon. I see. Let him produce autopsy reports of the late former President Mills. Samuel Atamios should tell us what killed his brother. He says his brother died in his hands. He should tell us how his brother died. Sammy, what is all this? Sammy, what? No, you see, Fatima, you see, Sammy, and Koku Anyidoho has gone on this tangent for far too long. If he knows what killed the professor, he should come and tell us. If he feels somebody killed the professor and they're sitting on it, he should come and expose the person. Sammy, we are tired of these threats. And I bring the autopsy, and I come and tell everybody what killed Prof. Come and, if he knows, Koku Anyidoho, if he knows, and he knows that whatever it was criminal, or can send anybody to jail, he should come out boldly and publish it. Diego Maradona, who ye? Some people are going to be tried for the death of Diego Maradona. If Koku Anyidoho, where he's sitting, if he knows that he has evidence or he has facts or he has the real reasons of, and he knows what killed the late professor, he should come out and say it. Let's stop this thing. Joy, you see, his every year, Biano, Oma family no mudiya. Every year, what Koku does, Oma mudiya. What has Mahama got to do with Asumdue Park? Today, what we are saying, what we are talking about today. Samuel Atamios is not his brother, and you're the blood brother. And if he's coming out to say the family has not been consulted, the family has not been contacted, Obra mo tachi tomb na, our case and only case. Now, Koku Anyidoho, is he trying to tell us, he's more Atamios than Samuel Atamios? And I say, oh no dear, he loves Atamios more than the family at Yewonu tomb. And now, Koku is telling us that he's Atamios' father. And so, whatever has to be done around Atamios should be centered around him. No, you see, let the right thing be done. Let the right thing be done. Koku Anyidoho is very disappointing. The comments way, you see, for a son of a respected army general, he should carry himself well.
All right. What's your comments, Biana?
Sammy, all I have to say is that what Koku Anyidoho is doing, is coming from a place of love and respect and honor. Granted, we understand. But let's do it right. Ghana, Hano, let's put even laws aside. Customary and traditions are we know how we treat Omwa Pase. We know how families treat Omwadeshe, whether they are alive or not. And to know even if government is involved, let's not forget that the man was born into a family. The family owns him first before. Into know this is not something bad. You are giving the place a facelift. It's nothing bad. Into know if at least for nothing at all, informing the family. It is not necessarily whether the family wants to participate or agree, but in this case, it looks like the family was totally unaware, and it's not right. And if why are there, your attention has been drawn. The way in manner in which your attention was drawn, won't pay, granted, but the thing was not done right. And if your attention has been drawn, apologize, and I understand that government is involved. Apologize and do the right thing. I don't think that the man has gone to steal the remains. No, I don't think so. We and a wako berry or baby fufro, but you can't just go and touch Obi grave and I say Obi tomb, sir. It's not right. Even no ordinary person be cry. You can't go and do that.
So even if government was embarking on it,
I
think the government ought to have done the right thing.
Exactly.
By involving the family. Because clearly, and you see something today.
Ramon,
I dare say
I think that at this point,
yeah,
I would beg for you to hasten slowly because it's one side of the story you have heard. Oh. No. You see, when you listen to Samuel Atamils, Samuel Atamils talked about the Coastal Development Authority. It can happen that contact has been made with a family member.
And Atamils is not aware. Samuel is not aware.
Yes, it can happen. It can happen.
Oh, Sammy.
I'm telling you.
The man categorically said the head of the family has not been contacted.
He
made that emphatic statement.
You may never know.
So who else could be the family?
You may never know who was contacted in the family of the late President John Evans Atamils.
Sammy, tradition. Tradition.
I have no problem.
Sammy,
but I'm saying that. Yes. I'm saying that it is the assertion of Samuel Atamils and the Yekan Hwasem. Government has not come out to tell us, say, oh, they didn't make any overtures, nor did they not inform the family of the late president. Government has not come to say that. Again, the effusions of Koku Arindehu, and I 100% agree with you. On Twitter, I have a problem with that. But, be that as it may, we don't know whether from his side, the Atamils Institute, whether they also officially communicated anything to the family. So it behoves the government, one, it behoves the Atamils Institute, two, to let Ghanaians know, say, did they communicate to the family about their intentions to modify the Asumdie Park? But what are we talking about?
What is Atamils Institute's business in this? No, really. Would the young fan say, Wako Yehu group, say, in solidarity?
But every year.
No, but no,
every year.
Atamils Institute, no. Body. And a Asumdie Park and a graveyard home. A buying property. Atamils Institute has absolutely nothing to do with that property there.
But every year they go there to perform their. That one is an annual thing they do.
When government
and the
tells
NDC
us,
also
see,
does the
when
same.
government tells us, say, I am removing the black cover that was on it and replacing it with granite. Fine. Koku shouldn't be telling us that. No, Koku Anido shouldn't be telling us
you
that.
See, Raymond, I have a problem with the parties involved when it comes to the late President John Evans Atamils. It's public knowledge. Me, my favorite president is John Evans Atamils. Fourth Republic, I say it publicly.
And JJ.
Yes, and John Rawlings, my man. But my favorite president is John Evans Atamils. Fourth Republic. Why would we allow a man like John Evans Atamils, his legacy, his name, to be politicized?
Go and ask Koku Anido.
Oh, let me land, Raymond.
Why
would we allow for it to be politicized and to become a fanfare and a game of who has
Game of Thrones?
Yes, Game of Thrones. Thank you, my brother. How can President Mills be in the public domain for all the wrong reasons every year?
Koku Anido.
How?
Let's go and ask Koku.
That the NDC will go and have their own ceremony to celebrate the late president. The Atamils Institute will go and have their own ceremony to celebrate the late president. There is an Atamils Institute, and then there is another Atamils Institute, which has also been formed by the NDC as a political party. And I'm like, why would the Asumdie Hene be in the news after his death all the time for the wrong reasons?
Koku Anido is the instigator. Koku Anido is the instigator.
You see, Raymond,
ably supported by my good friend, Andy Kankam.
Raymond,
Andy, you are part of this.
You see, Raymond, I will try as much as possible to stay in the middle.
Sam, you don't have to stay in the middle. For assembly to be
no, but you see, baby, I done namide to no.
Fatu one uncle.
Say I am ya. Say party President Mills every mobile. Na party no. Ama ho kwan. Ama ene. And a day like this, you didn't come after the late president. Na the year can ye. The year can ye. And you see, as much as
because of the conduct of one person.
No, as much as Raymond, I disagree vehemently with Koko Aidohu's tweets, and it's not the first time. It's been on and on and on, and I disagree with him 100% the things he puts on social media. But I couldn't help but sense and notice the exaggeration in Samuel Watermill's presentation.
So what's the exaggeration here? What's the exaggeration?
What would he mean by saying so? Now, body no. But if
you tampered with the grave,
government of Ghana going to take the body of the late person to go and do what?
If you've tampered with the grave, shouldn't I ask questions?
And we don't know where the body is, and we don't know. I mean, what was Samuel Watermills talking about?
Legitimate questions. Shouldn't he ask? Shouldn't he ask?
He was legitimate to have raised the question about you haven't informed us.
Yes.
But even that, I want to give the government a benefit of the doubt. And I want to give the Atamils Institute the benefit of the doubt as to whether they contacted somebody in the family.
Stop bringing this Atamils Institute in here. Because if that grave has to be renovated, it is not the business of Atamils Institute.
But they mentioned that it's the Coastal Development Authority that is doing that.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying, that leave Atamils Institute, because they don't have to explain to anybody, or they don't have to go and ask permission from anybody. It's the Coastal Development Authority.
I will end by saying that
not
it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a great shame that the NDC would allow for a respected man.
What has NDC done in this one?
Like the late Professor John Evans Atamils.
They did not step up.
His reputation
they did not
to
step up
every
from
day
the beginning.
be dragged in the mail, in the mud.
But who put Atamils at Asumdue Park?
You see, Raymond, Yetianum say no. Yetianum say no. Ubetimi catch him. Listeners and viewers must forgive me. Ubetimi catch and say, Sami Shem, where kwasia? Sebio. I have the right to also respond by telling you same, and I have the right to decide not to respond to you. And it will be for the discerning listeners and viewers to judge between me and you who is more wise. When you are provoked, you have a responsibility to retaliate and sometimes to just fold your arms and watch.
In all of this, what has been the party NDC?
That is all I would say, Raymond. That is all
is their refusal to step up when they had to.
That is all I would say.
Didn't they also come up with Atamils Heritage?
After how many years?
Oh, does it matter?
After how many years?
No, does it matter? No, Sammy, does it matter?
You see, Raymond.
If they were waiting for a milestone to launch Omusu group, no. Sammy, better late than never. Better late than never.
The two parties, their differences cannot affect the reputation of my president, the late John Evans Atamils.
Go and talk to Koko Anyido.
The two parties, I'm saying.
And talk to Koko Anyido.
Two parties.
Because
their actions.
We've not seen the NDC engaging in any race matters. Ebano. Atamils grave and any. We've not heard the NDC speak.
Why would Koku post?
It is always Koku going after them. It is always Koku trying to.
He should come and tell how his brother died. And I mean,
if he knows, he should tell us.
If he Koku knows how the late president died, he should come and tell Ghanaians and let those who caused it be punished. But he shouldn't go and sit there and be throwing and be throwing rubber bullets.
Your far time, Raymond.
That be sports no cry dey Atamils.
Me enda ne ho for sports in Brio Manfo na
Sami Koko Anyido. You should respect yourself.
Koku should respect yourself. Me okoka me ho asem wo baby a meti.
Sami Koku should respect himself. Let everybody respect himself in this matter.
My yenda ne ho na for sports update no Brio Manfo e ba na ento aso. The sports updates we money mado I card or the airbrain
that should be by but me to asheda nyame adomo
fasheda fofo
na yetumi ewrem happy 98.9 FM and our sugu so utie o share so there ETV Ghana and o share o jumede no the happy morning show me so say yebebrem happy morning show sports updates na mamenka say 1xbet any time each year me de jumede we ebro 1xbet say come website so 1xbet.com.gh 1xbet.com.gh register na be a new account o register now be a new account obema opportunity to enter a promo code I say enter a best Ghana BEST GHANA. Best Ghana. Oh, and that's our promo code Nepe. Of about 200% bonus on your first deposit. Now, apart from that, no, one expert will make sure say, Bibia Uhia, bet Mubiano, or Mutumi, provide my open big odds, or man amount, open hundreds of prediction markers to choose from. Man amount, open games to be breed, basketball, tennis, table tennis, volleyball, Formula 1, boxing, horse racing, one expert. Oko my website so bet me a bet on. Now one expert me can show say undi 18 na memfa we ni enter my website to say ko bet. Betting addictive and to bet responsibly. We new message one expert me from Bremo. Na ye be shen sem na share never share from the camp of the Ghana Football Association GFA president friend Ket Edwin Simeon Okweku Obrana Okwakobwa Senebeya Mohamed Polo opinion enchebia ene launch the autobiography no okwakopa side okwako contribute e was adwumedi e course no odensem kakra etuja na asema odeba ne say Black Stars of Ghana dia ombekwa akogina Ghana nan mu World Cup 2022 ebetumi akoso na say they are going there to make the nation proud and they are going there to make the nation great and strong and proudly defend the colors of Ghana. And we any asema opinion edit to giant message Ghana Football Association president there to Jan say he believes that the Black Stars no ade am kopiemu World Cup na flying colors and am do out na year to also no still on the Black Stars no Otoado coach senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana technical advisor Chris Hutton or the asem kakra etuja na obra on the sun interview no or the to just say one thing is very clear say Otoado and coach no na enya dia ono na hyehyɛ ndema emano or say the obetumi aya ne say obetumi advice no na also Otoado they are a very very good coach na enye say enye kwa say Borussia Dortmund omo keeping no say on year one of our coaches na the role ni there is just a sounding board to give whatever advice he can to support him and the rest of the coaching team as best as he can. It's enya dia ono na coach the national team no Otoado na in charge now no dia oboane keke with advisor Senebeya or the beboa the jumidia odino na akishiti na koso eka say ono ankasa dia sisia no o monitor players or more England any elsewhere Senebeya ahead of Qatar 2022 no Ghana betumi put up a very very good squad and the best players and never kwa kosia kan we and nsem kakra free Black Stars akacha medebre etie4 ne ahwefo yento aso no friendly matches be also across Europe and na Ghanaian players so etumi feature in some of these games. Kudus Mohammed Branty Osia kan Emma Ajax and Chebia and the coach my friend Eric Ten Hag obuni keteme free Ajax eko PMO Manchester United. See the new coach my friend Alfred Schroeder. See anu and a general dindindia obo juma and match among Salzburg a boy no na obo Branty no in a false 9 position. Branty no etumi share go in Ajax 3-2 win over RB Salzburg. You know, ne sema ekoso ehwa. Kudus Mohammed once again no to me a share goal in this particular game after say or to me a share goal in the draw 1-1 draw against UPenn no apparently no asanso a share goal. First 9 position our no ade say coaches no e de omo ni DH na we hu say na on betumi use apparently no bra ye kwako sibum and ye kwako PMO World Cup no. Jordan Ayew ono so apparently o sia kan e Crystal Palace na omo Manchester United this year kan na kensi num de na Crystal Palace Lucy here, but Jordan Ayew ebo match ni be now to me a horror tackle be on a branch friend Bruno Fernandes no Emma Manchester United players so na nka mu kunu park no so but nyame adom referee no to me control the game na Tempest calm down. Jordan Ayew so to me a feature in that game. Ninu I friend no Andre Rami Morgan de Ayew enra Abrantia no esiakan Emma Al Sadd aye Qatar Stars League champions no almost pre-season ewo Austria na eno ano omutumi chiboboko freno Vienna Victoria etwa by 7-0. Abrantia freno Dede Ayew otumi e share goal sa akensie no na we the second goal wa share in pre-season after say 3-3 draw boboko freno Al Sadd ene Haladas boy no Abrantia no esanso eposo atena e was a game no nti we ene sem kakra efa Ghanaian players e wo Europe omo kire mo bobre ho media abramu yenremu e wo transfer market no Robert Lewandowski and Barcelona to me confirm say Abrantia no watumi assign a 4-year contract with the club worth 50 million euros and 42.6 million pounds and only sika Abrantia no Barcelona etua Senebeya Bayern Munich betumi release 33-year-old no say omba no besia kan ema Boboko friend Barcelona sisia ne de Abrantia friend Robert Lewandowski de ya wako join the team no ewo omo preseason na ekoso ewo United States of America Miami and as Ajumedi no ekoso a apprentice no akopiem ho na wo hwe Robert Lewandowski last season no 50 goals in 46 appearances now helping Bayern Munich to win their 10th straight Bundesliga title. Robert Lewandowski there with me has 344 goals in 374 games for the club IFN of Bayern Munich. Now he becomes the second highest scorer of all time behind Gerd Müller into way NSM kakra fi ho asisiano apprentice IFN Robert Lewandowski there obekwa join Barcelona way a fourth signing at Barcelona here after the signing of winger Rafinha from Leeds United and also Frank Kessie now see akan Emma AC Milan no to me sign apprentice IFN Andreas Christensen also joining Bobuko IFN Barcelona on a free transfer. And also no Bobuko IFN Bayern Munich omotume confirm say Abrantia no ye defender Emma Bobuko IFN Juventus Matthias de Ligt Abrantia no omotume asane Abrantia no on a 5-year deal 2027 and Matthias de Ligt on also the contract no betumi abaye ya and na empenyefo e catch say Bayern Munich will pay a guaranteed 70 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons we and sema efri ho de Ligt sisia no ono so wetumi ajoin Bobuko IFN Bayern Munich from Juventus Football Club. We and the same kakra free ho eba transfer markets na me de bre etiefo na year to aso ne de na preseason matches eguso ekoso den ewo Europe na wo hwe matches ne bia ekoso na Manchester United win on third game in preseason. It's 3 wins in a row and omotumi echoke ya omotumi echi Bobuko FN Crystal Palace chamo by 3-1 na omotumi ashare 11 goals and conceded 2 in 3 games amopo under Eric Ten Hag na enra Brentford and Strasbourg about 2-2. Rangers actually West Ham channel by 3-1. Sporting CP also actually AS Roma channel by 3-2. And FC Barcelona almost Inter Miami channel by 6-0. We and Sam Kakai Chegu from the world of sports. I'm the bread here for more sports. Tune into Happy Sports at 9 a.m. on Hene Bampo Brinya and the rest of the team. No, on Bebremo more details from the sports world. Yeah, but Daniel Kakara. When we return, the Happy Morning Show continues.
Yeah, sometimes if some will be a mic to know the camera to go for us, they didn't come on head, they change any more.
We don't do dondology here. If you are somebody by
yo, me ex, see you see there.
Where ex be a send you message.
See there, a friend saying, and Obian is a message there, Reverend is about a mesopho. Obianim. Now, Besem Bisa Reverend said, me ex at the publication be a sending me say, mankind na because you see I also chat all ties mo.
Oda kakra.
My ex ya so na.
I best 5 lines.
One na ka say onu no be ko kaswa nti ufi cantonment na ko kaswa na.
Say baby a hot dinner na bia ko se no.
Sign no ex na bo na say.
Dabi. It is a me ko to ho. Me ne ko to until is le go faili, laboni faili, cantonment faili. That's all was happening, baby. No, I consider no.
But I say, so love your money equally.
Oh yes, of course, and I love them equally. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, me say I want you say na bafulia.
Me say, you work Cape Coast na papa bi ba your compound so say, oboso use washroom near there. Until you use bibi awe and no pie no obisa, me uncle wife say, or buta or hana. Me uncle see o there been say when me uncle say now I am Muslim or say na me Muslim and come bodja.
But Bridget Mensah yen Happy FM PR penyinia oda wo mo ano watch your beautiful piece be the publisher newspaper. I'd like to read excerpts of that immediately after CBG updating them. And the topic or the title of that write-up the stain of Spain on PR is unfair. Hear me out. It's a piece written by Bridget Mensah. I'll read a bit of it to you, our viewers and our listeners, in just a bit. But my main first CBG business tips now, and twice enough, you know, me read it, Bridget Diana Kakra. I think after Ghana Kasana Makan Kakra Eddie Ama Omanfo. Na anapay CBG business tips near so I didn't come the advantages of having a savings account. And one of the advantages is that you earn an interest. Or see, a savings account helps you earn interest on the deposited amount. To attract new customers, banks now offer higher interest rates and a host of other benefits. One of the advantages are having a savings account. You know, obi embo Bridget Mensa say or ye mistake no type it ade bi ebe makuma ba right up no menkan ya de Ghana kasa ana de to aso and right yen to aso na yendi nkoma na pay na yemfa Ghana kasa embre omanfo obetimi afra badwumedi ni so nkoma na pay de ni nyina no bibi enso ekoso ewo area na the world must I'm about it I'm a you can just go and take a video or pictures of that situation. They are sending a WhatsApp line 0555 657 278 657 278 what is sending yebedi eho enkomo ade amawo. And you know, apart from the issue we have discussed, if there are any other issues you feel must be talked about this morning, you're allowed when you join us on the show. 0555 657 278 and 0244 885140 0244 885140 with me after now yedi enkomo. Number no and yedi atuso no waiting for our very first caller. Say Obabowa ahomane so na yeneno edi enkomo. Yo, first caller, Ewa Homanso. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Zame.
Yes, sir, Chief.
Sami Lapom design.
Oh, open email on what in Patron's way.
Sami, and a pay, you know, Kidam Ponyanko Pass, so I'm at the party, ye team of Fiji Keshi, on my gun, Sami Medida Abubakar, Mikasefu Kumasi.
Yo.
Sami, Mamfa Kunyas, Nami Moma Basso. Sami, and the Nancy Mibeka, Simifa, Ufree. Our Ababu post office, ba a Dukrum Nima Kumasi, Eddie Basso Pedoti, Casa Cassia, Omopaki Quanoso, Yabesarian paying for your MC. Yama Echoes Nanu de Cabo, Bio Honomo, Mamino Midise, Mantiman Nieti, na Mamma so best of our Yumpa, nay, Yame. Na Yabetum of the Cassia, Yabesre. Because what's the same function normal for year and 2 years and a car and as a city. A quan crash say, a home change you oil, a home be two ties, and more may immediately or more now, every far more education, no either company for him, or more color or dana, Nema and yet more. Sammy, and once a moment to Jaffa, you are Professor Atamus, now go on funny car in 2 years. Papa no one is what we do, and you may be our young ponching. Na NDC as a party me same me hwenya ma omo ye na de bia na me kache me twiga na fo adwene se omo hwe the NDC for ye because as a omo ankasa party na ankasa no omo ni be bia omo de fa and then also o papa ya obey conference press conference ya same and ko oni abushia for the press conference no kran ke be boa o na me hwe press conference no omo die kire nyina ya NDC members. Na mi jije kokoni de baby ofum ye ne se ana na me no ya adwe se education for so bi wo mu a ye bowura busuanim ne ko hu se en kresa busuani bia enim de kokoni de wo eye na ende betumi de sibo abon na se yanko ne sa de a mi jije se NDC party na nka se omo bibi yo e also mo respect papa no no mu se en current part 3 NDC ya omo ko retai on na do omo bae na ne so adunu en na do omo bae. Na so mo ankasa na ntimi a organize omo ya niama issues wo man mo yese so omo me adwene John Dramani Mahama say ma NDC for participate dia ban yi ba e dia aboa Ghana for ndisi ejiri se so mo betima ya bibia e be se omo ti o man ma enyina ya mama yan nyina o ma no yenya sa emse nsemu na ankasa kura no nka ni kwa senka discuss sa nsemu ne me akwai so ye man pe yi da
minia ma woni ebi nso bora so na ono so ye no ending komo me kotina efi na mu se ne ade ne esi etie se wo frɛ na ba homa no so na se remonyama doti hanom se wo mbu ade na o ka che se 10 minutes 1 hour 1 minute na aso no yi me frɛ homa no so hwem just like that
detector you when you want to me you farm me
hello
good morning
Good morning, Mr. Samen. I'm from Spain.
You may open your batch now, swear.
What don't I quite in Kumasi?
Yes, sir.
Give me a big carcass in your fancy. My name at first, now you know your shafiano. Yes, as a column for a year or no. As one constituency, as a mutaka. One way empty over. One on your say, Sabia Honor, a year, a Zongo Dominica, in theatre, I'll be in Tino. Now to 20 years, Neko no year. I say, and I start to create a snow. Woman and him now, send a party no power, send any party no power. So I'm persuaded a bit to say, or say, Chairman Sambo, so not that to me, dear. On to me, immediate, effect. One runner on my show in that, and then my consul, sir, a honor. Any no cry, any no, only a day in a. This is so I'm persuaded a toll. A year or in the Sambo, so no, if you brown. A year, Mr. Koku, I need to who. I dare not work on. And can you have the bonnet here? And so Ghana be any the politics, a woman politics, a woman politics. Mr. Are you a papa miss? What could done it, baby? Woman in that. Woman in that. 7. A good beer, Yana, any party as I said, drink so. Oh, yeah, I think there's any panel. No, you say, no, you say near the end is more and Casapra within the crown. Someone, a papa will stay, a papa, and miss time. Namuka, I move funny near the other. Woman, not the baby. Oko ni do who de papa ne ma no e kwan bi so no ufrabusuam de nanso de omu ye no nya ne kwam no omu hwe na omu nya de se na fata enfaman Ghana de ebi before de ni da ye de ni die mapa e de ma no nti ye akwa ne akwahwe ye mbadi obeta ne kama o ti afi ti samo nya no bi da ya nya no kwa mu ma no kwa ma no nye also the chairman sabosu ne kwan se ne ba report ma o so ka se na agro ni ye die so akura and so now I'm teaching sometimes you the beer, come on the bar, was a more cabin cook, a cabin to your brunina. We not got the other.
But I send a face offering our budget is on the pay. Happy morning show. And also a good show with you live or ETV Ghana Nissim 95.9 and 100.1. Hello, good morning.
Fine morning, Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Where 5 p.m. in Yachimakutia.
Yes, sir.
But you have a call.
Yami Adam Pacho now way.
Pacho me on
Pacho.
Pacho my mincha before my MP.
Pacho Yenchia Yanko.
You must come at them street. Pacho me do ba then Chembo district Akotia. That's me. Almost 6 years me. The DC or near Kwan Bakokura. Then Chembo district. I can call 6 years. Yeah, near Kwan Bakokura. Yeah, who are Juma DC near. Yeah, the year part of communication. Grassroots marching, ye would ye yaka, the Sreman Penny, ya kisser or the year reshuffle. Then can what this is the old Jana Manetana. Anga, Minim de Bessie. It was adding Poko, and cry, your show won't finish. It wouldn't say, it's a matter, your friend said. I think today, your friend said. Then can what this your friend said. That is a money I think today, won't you know, but you can never get. Manta munyina kwota so say dancha mo kwota obe ya kronum district munyina.
All right, eja Mr. Maoni abi sumbra ahomani so emeno eswanti ebo no teto se no bia benya akwanya ede aba ahomani so. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Blaza me. Eke Menchovia, but on an umpum train.
Mpacho me wa hoden nyame adum mpacho na so e.
Mpacho sana ye die ni pada se ni before you think one e be dia mame. That's how about him. And I pray when you're queen. Uncle Punch on your picture with my mom, but that's some journalists for sometimes. Every more you in your you. About something. And I put it to you on my age, I think you to do my, Mokofa Obi, I will go a former president, I will now. And the Kokoy don't want Jabos or so more Biamba from Honor Copa, part of Lamzi in this case. But what I'm telling you, it's the Professor John Evans, but you're near Piana. But point of correction, in compliment, this is for and they do it. Or no panel or the NGO for, because NDC for the letter. Yes, a piece of right, Akuma Tom, and send this by the Piagua on Joby. But the yes is this is what you say. I need to support chance and I got different about one come with me. I never say it's not short or secondary schools. And Copunia done into one, I need to tell me than
Eja, Medo and the place of friend about Medino as so.
Inform, educate, entertain.
Mm.
We gave the information
Hello,
of
good
what
morning.
has happened. And we educated on some traditions and culture.
Okay. Bacho Akwaba.
Yeah, what is it?
Bacho Yahu and Bacho now swear.
I don't know. There may former president, when I needed to call it. Kukura in the work where I gave him with. And the color, sharp beyond in a man you. Only say I won't carry every day I am watching it. Oh, watching a better media. We are aware. Now, I am Mama. Said ya at a many of you or Casano. Nam show NGTV, woman crow on the papa that them. But in and say, but and the creamy. At the time, called baby, she have more money. Found over she have 41 more money. Oh, Cassian, this is one crown, will be Cassian, this is one crown, will be I say, this way. But say, can you put them one? One would be what you call one year been in income, no one copper or chocolate. Ghana, dear, you to me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, can never come in to me, can't that. Not for you, simply come, imagine a major. Penifuna would be what you call him. Now, Bam Penifuna will come. When you didn't know one copper or chocolate, not a tinker. Because I said, you're not a panic catcher or NGTV. Me, I'm not Michelle Pa. No, you're not sister being read about no, no, the dinner can. Sister, what do you mean? And they will scream so. We could go on idea or show me and they will see me. Honestly, crash on with before more. Until I had 9 years of flaffle. 9 years of the party, this and that. Hey, obi this show. One side of Papa nobody quite feeling. One who are man, be a warrior. It will be saying now. Some man there now, where one cat say, well, somebody bomb pay you say, I can't know you. Nanka won't. Now, hey, because thinking up you full now.
All right. Mepacho, Medo and the pay. Say, Woji and Bernani, Yedi and Como and the pay LG Medina. So I promised viewers and listeners say I would read some bits of a year. Bridget Mensa, write up our year, you know, about a year PR. And was it the stain of spin on PR is unfair? Hear me out. And no a write up at Bridget Mensa a Troy. And wait, and not sure. Also, there was a time long ago when press agents were mostly worried about spin and image. If a negative story broke out about a client, they would first jump on it and find a way to spin the story so that it would no longer cast their clients in a poor light. However, this practice usually came at the cost of integrity. Today's PR practice cannot rely on spin to mitigate PR issues and crises. Also, when I helped my son with his religious and moral education assignment, little did I know it would lead to the mischaracterization of public relations. My son came home with an assignment and an instruction that neither the parent nor the student should rely on the internet for the assignment. Well, for me, the question was a practical one, so I could share my thoughts on the issue without referring to the internet. The question was, why should families, friends of about-to-wed couples support them for their wedding ceremony? I'm not a fan of big wedding ceremonies. I feel it's a waste of resources, but I must admit that no matter the size of a wedding, help is needed. Financial and material to emotional support from family and friends will go a long way to ease some of the couple's burdens. And that's exactly what I did, to enumerate why that help is needed from families to the about-to-wed couples. How did that then become a reason for my son's teacher to say, oh, that's why. Those people know how to talk. Even if the thing is bad, they can make it look good. Side. Apparently, when he learned from my son, I was a PR manager, not to gloat, but it turned out my son's assignment was his favorite, with a wink there. Perhaps I was able to sway him from an earlier opinion held on the matter with my arguments to now see things from my perspective. That is a good thing, right? But many people, including my son's teacher, use that dreadful term spin when referring to my profession. Let me attempt to convince the increasing obstinate world around me that PR is not a spin. What is a spin? First, let's define a spin. According to www.plsay.org, to spin something is to communicate it in a way that changes how people are likely to perceive it. As such, spin is intentionally misleading and can, in fact, give the opposite impression of what would naturally occur. When inconvenient but relevant truths are intentionally omitted in the communication process and less relevant but true details overemphasized, that is a spin. I'm sure you are enjoying my reading of the piece written by Ms. Bridget Mensah. Quickly, go to our website or any of our social media handles, ETV Ghana, Happy 989 FM, Twitter, Facebook. Ninyina obohuze eye sa PC yede ato your social media handle. And as a your website obohu sa article ye na onso working can be na what update you as to what a spin is, especially current affairs media. Then you can say, communications ministry, information ministry, government officials are putting a spin on the matter. What church ni mu sa peace no emu. It's a budget. And I pay for that writer. Me who was be on ma me say no way wesa me na ma rub on you. Obstinate say me so shia on me ho mischaracterization ni nyina ye wesa me na me use our fabia or the actual article no obetina ka so ho a
novice in him there.
Obetina ka so ho na but yanka Ghana for say Costa Rica akwenya ababeda ho.
Okay.
Costa Rica akwenya ababeda.
Obeko.
Oh, me quoting den. Say me akame
from Ukraine to Costa Rica.
The bad tab natural picture never send it.
Mubo hu me na hu ni.
Nine pe.
Na pe de.
School bar.
Costa Rica akwenya abeda ho no. E de ama Ghana for yenyina nim say Ghana FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup na ekoso August mu na a year adwumakwa from Citygate Travel and Tour womo na aban ama womo tumi se womo organize nipa na womo enkohwe match bi ewo Costa Rica Ministry of Youth and Sports for and a day mandate na e de ama womo enti womo organize Ghana for nyina the year Black Princesses need the support of Ghanaians enti nyina na o se de ahoden ekota wo mochie enti womo aye package a ni nyina no ekọ obia ebotomu obia ebetimi atua na eye yakọ Costa Rica na ye de ahoden akọ support eye the Black Princesses na womo e de cap na abefi obetimi any Citygate Travel and Tours for edin komo e 02090111115 and 0500773373 na oni omo edin komo Citygate Travel and Tours womo ene your gateway to Costa Rica, America. Na Happy FM penyimfo se enkanche Ghana fo nyina se especially asofo no monka wonyankopon asem Kristo Yesu se ewosem asem na edru wiase afa na nyina ansa na mababio enti nyankopon asem ne susu enru babia enti boboden ase obeka wonyankopon asem eno ene de akwanya ebre eye insurance nyina se efri anwumere 10 pm ekopem anopa 5 am ewo Happy 98.9 FM akwanya abie se oye sofo na pese okanya nkopon asema efri 10 pm akopem 5 am there obetimi abahanim se woni mpanyimfo obedi nkoma yebema slot na onso aka onyankopon asem ade ama Ghana for na wona wo yira no wo onyankopon na wahwe na chira kwan obetimi afre 0244 509798 0244 509798 na oni mpanyimfo edi nkoma wo mo se omo a beautiful package omo de emma insurance no and to take advantage na masoro no mo preach Happy 98.9 FM yen say Happy FM de ekwachiri papa and you know yesremo mombra na yenimundi nsa so tasty tom for see and country said yembo mo dawu an sisu dia say obeye duane a enoa any tasty tom and kwan jollof stew ni nyina tasty tom and also we use so enriched with fiber and vitamins minerals be bring so mo minia you need to get it to cook for your children especially in Kodano say no benyi from and ti bomodian so be so tasty tom na onso odi aye aduane Great Mercy Family Chapel. Great Mercy Family Chapel. Eho ena obehu wonyankopon animonyam. Eho ena obehu so wonyankopon akwa no engosra ewo ne so no enya asem ketwa. Nani ehu ade na oye humobro ni nsusu no anenti no minia ya sorry a metufu say fa ho ekodom wo mo na wo mo ede eye dwumade kese bi eba ye friend Worthy of Praise 2022. Theme no the living shall praise God. Psalm 150 verse 6. Date no 31st of July 2022. Time no 3:30 p.m. Na ministry no Pastor Marshall, Minister Joshua Achoglu, Reverend Elizabeth Texan, and a host Apostle Isaac Ochere. Venue no church auditorium Dansuman last stop Ebenezer Down Commodore Villa. Na oko Google Map now search Great Mercy Family Chapel. Obehu omo ewo honom Facebook omo live services ewo honoma and so betimi ahwe no ho nyame akwa no enwo sira ewo no so a nyame tumi a wode adwuma no onsusu no watimi ede ho akobo asorekuo no mese wo dako ye de beto so wo fanto no so mame so me ka to say wo fanto no so munyama no na anapai you din komo CBG4 C and can say take advantage of one more consumer asset finance promotions and one more live your dream life by picking up what you need from any of our partner vendors and pay over 12 months at 0% interest rate. At CBG, you have access to loans up to 100,000 Ghana cedis. It's easy. Complete an application form and attach a national ID, passport size picture, and a pay slip covering the 3 months. CBG will guarantee fast and easy access to loans for qualifying applications. There will be no fees or charges for early payoff. Call us now on 0302 216 000. For the terms and conditions apply. And Yensheno and Sum. And I pay me call ado a year rice water rice water na share now the condensed milk eguso no fratin yankopon na den kate kakra eguso out to table ho no ado na egu table no so na edaso na ehihye kakra na wodi a na so say rice water papa na wodi na eno no na so rice water no wo mo e de royal aroma enom de rice water na fratin yankopon anu so na de until we do rice water, say yes, we do rice water and kasa. Say jollof na dia ya eyi back. So one person no one so to tire ho na yes say awache a no so no na ni say una wo kro no chinkafa da wache na una wo kro no until betimi ayi nuane bebre jollof omutuo ni nyina nuane de bebre obetimi a blend na ye very very fine na da ye koko nso so ni nyina no obetimi use iron, zinc, vitamin B3, B6, B9, and B12, L1, Nina, Ubetimi, a use ebie. And to any information kakra, you bet me a day ama abefore Jumedian so. And I pay in to say the Ghana Health Service announced say a year Marburg disease, 2 people have died, 90 people are being observed after so my contact trace. Eden.
We document your hand and campus.
Document
your popo home kakrasana.
Mema chance. Ma yemfa ma beg no information kakra emagana for na fe no. Ye cross over na se ba. Na omo dia tuma ma. So no send your own kwana bekasa.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yo. Enti yento aso ni nkomo. Yento aso. Na yendi enkomo but Raymond, I think so I will give you the chance na onfa wade ni ntum.
O say my bag no onfa bag yo.
Eden
Marburg virus no.
Oh, so opasi enkomo bag na.
O da ma fa document we tuja.
And if a document no etuja na afi yento aso
na document no nyame adoma china e be room into details but then no na mpese Ghana for ehun nsem kakra bakomienu bi na me wi a but nyame sem ba kwa preso ansa na yakoyi ni.
Okay. Documents ben sir.
Afro barometer.
Yeah.
O da bi o na say me say ochina na be room into details. Okay. What you saying? Be my viewers and listeners on what free now much church on what dream. Sammy, Ghanaians bemoan economic conditions. Say, country is heading in the wrong direction. A new Afrobarometer study shows. Most Ghanaians say the country is heading in the wrong direction. A large majority of citizens give unfavorable assessments of both their personal living conditions and the nation's economic condition. A few are optimistic things will improve during the coming year. Meanwhile, citizens' rating of government performance on key economic issues are overwhelmingly negative. Some key findings.
Okay.
Almost 9 out of 10 Ghanaians, 87%, say the country is heading in the wrong direction. Only 11 see things going the right direction, a 24 percentage points decline since 2019. 2. Majorities offer negative assessment of economic conditions. 85% describe the country's economic condition as fairly bad or very bad, up from 62% recorded in 2019. And 72% say their personal living conditions are fairly bad or very bad, compared to 58% 3 years ago. Ghanaians are not very optimistic about the economy. Only 25% expect things to be better in 12 months' time. By large majorities, citizens say government is performing fairly badly or very badly on 1, keeping prices stable, 94% of Ghanaians. Narrowing income gaps, 92%. Improving the living standards of the poor, 85%. Creating jobs, 83% of Ghanaians. And managing the economy, 82%. Sammy, this Afrobarometer report, ma obia ebefre and country say it was cooked with opposition lens.
Why not?
Or it was Fati, let nobody come and tell us say omo bomo adwem no mo ka de omo pe. And I'm obi am be country say statistics are like bikinis. And I'm obi am question sample size e wokroma. Sami, the fact remains say Nema survey we atrato hano. Nema survey we atrato hano. That is the real conditions at Ghana for Mufisi. Whether you are NPP, whether you are NDC, CPP, NDP, PDP, Eagle Party, Kokromoti Power Party, so far, there's no way. Over to me, I catch him and say, Afrobarometer report abai. And in Sempa abai. You can single yourself. Now, 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10. One, you go so you because then you the 10 people to them. You're sure 10 in Abeka say, oh, wrong direction. I'm still looking for the one.
Yeah, this is you questioning the report.
Oh, I'm not questioning. I'm even trying to say that that thing should have been 10 over 10. What do I say? Baby, I have been doing it. But the better chat to her and say, only nation's prophet. Only nation's prophet.
Nation's prophet or a one? I know your prophet.
Only nation's prophet.
Nation's prophet do a one.
Prophet
one. Reverend Ayakwa.
Prophet Bernard. Prophet Bernard. Debbie.
Prophet one.
Debbie. Prophet one. But nation's prophet.
Maybe I saw a government prophet there. The nation's prophet.
Government prophet.
Prophet is all.
Sammy, government prophet they are same kakra teacher. Now before we call Marburg virus, yeah. My joining feed no. Na yenti the nation's. Who said this year no bibia no. O tackle no physically na nyejuma. And so tackle spiritually. What do I say? In Tibia, now there are spiritual angles to send economy behavior. And the entire the prophet by the Kaya, Enti na wafa afrobarometer no. Aye research aye physical. Na yafa spiritual side no. Na dia boom na yakoyi. Enti yen joining prophet.
Na bra so
O su bempa.
Eniema nkoyi. Etinyame na kache Samuel. To anointed to. Eniema ye rock. Ade tina eniema ye rock. Transfer strong eya so den. Afei na ontie di nyame ebe kache so onye. Afei di Samuel kra be kache so onye na onye ne sa. Nti ma Samuel kra twi no Saul no. Enti bra eniema ye bata kra na Samuel e bom pa ama Saul. Na me kasa tre Samuel se mo bom pa ama Saul bi. Franse Saul atie twa Saul aya so bin. Eno ntimi mi muso ma pani na kufu ado. Akoma na kuta no a emanye ni tutu no no. Kuma na sesa. Ontie die nyame beka bi.
Okay.
Ono ade ne pene ye de oye. Ena mpaabo na sofo boma ne bire bi atwa mu no sete o ma no kan o sa kwan so. Enti de to sola e the same thing. It took me blame Samuel. Samuel de nyame na kasa kire so anointed so. No no nyame de e so no atu no. Ba so betina kunya na so no. Afa dru tembi no. Samuel kasa kire so la na so ntie. Afa de so na no oye. Nyame kasa onye fei, no a different thing. Afa dru tembi so pra constant training ba. E mo nyame bufu. E no nyame samati a hini na pro ntem. Me de ama David. Oh, if in them we crowd the trains up, who's back? Oh, Israel man, oh, David Brave. 3 good years. And you know, for complaining against Samuel. So I'm going to anoint David. David, you shoot with your man, you don't make a David said, David, when you went to that moment, my thing. And two more saying, and you're my bear fine. A brother did me and make out 2 Salmon, and you're my come. In a minute to be a ye, actual default be said. As soon as I think I make you soon. But that 10 pounds and think I make counsel. No done in looking I make counsel, and you're much me a basta. A banner I want to be a prophet.
Okay. And
because none of Kupado, and your mammy be Kupano. Any sending an uncle thinking about Boyano, and your son air prophecy.
Fatih Shaibu Ali. Afrobarometer spiritual. Take the one you like.
I'll take Afrobarometer.
Also for them, so before spiritual.
Because different types. So about spiritual matter.
Different types now. But I think that sometimes we underestimate the spiritual realm in terms of the physical.
Okay.
Yeah. Seriously. Bibi ebesi ohunemu bia no na esi ohunhu. Because maybe na Bible mu na Daniel abompaye no wo twen response efo Nyankopon ho. No what twen the response was not coming. Then finally when the angel of the Lord brought the response he was looking for, it was there that he revealed to him that in the process of bringing the response to him, he met other angels in the other realms. There was a war going on, there was a battle going on that he had to fight before finally he could bring the response to him. And so it tells you, say, and no more bia ebisi ewo hunemu ewo ababomu no huhumu
esideda
oman Ghana ene bebia nu atokuru bia nu aberu asori ni ho bebia radio su bebia nu awiti a yemmo nyamenyem yanka Nyankopon asem ho
ma ebisi kesi akra wo
enye ho asem na meka.
Okay.
Could it be that because President M for Fele is a prophet? Oh, someone else more on spiritual.
Oh, the Masami ni same one na yen questions aside no. Hence I mean going.
Now 4 years ago ni yesi dan.
4 years ago, now we feel no why promise no. So
a promise promising before a power.
Promise no they have power no.
They been say you bar power no. You bar power no 2017, 2018, 2019. 2020 they will come back as a COVID. It is at 3 years no.
Na me say da ben na yete National Cathedral home popo.
Oh, it's a promising and why that down.
And na make us da ben na yete.
And it's all year promise now. Said yeah, it me implemented FSHS in September no.
Yes.
That promise should have been started. First year.
By now,
you need an architect, need these things.
Not a FSHS, not architects in the home. Yeah, to
top architect.
How many months have you taken? But what's real? What is starting with us?
Come back.
Me baba.
Receive the spirit.
Thank you, my brother. So I won't downplay the importance of the spiritual. In nation building. But you see, Fatih, I won't sit here and kid myself. Say, say, there are rumors, there are speculations, there are perceptions about what politicians do before they come to power.
Yeah, is there?
We won't sit here and kid ourselves and say, and no more politicians and some about power.
For example,
me mean to me emboss, but ye nim.
Me didn't miss a boy.
Whom asem. Woman who malam for a muku asofu for
malam educated.
Yes, I'm looking for the right word of my name. Woman who juju for, let me put it that way. Juju for.
Traditional belief.
Send one benya to me, you know. Now benya to me we are. Edena, friends, isumni high. Omotina bomu.
Na politicians be soon new our empire no more no winning power. Are you trying to say juju for no power no? It's capable of getting them the seeds or the power they need.
Of course.
Than Yankopon.
Menkasa, but menkasa sa juju for no suni ho.
Na Yankopon no
the whole Ghana politicians boba kwa wo wakuma mu feel say we dear nyamesi wonim nakuma
Andrews
Gum enti no pam no twa
Triaboso ana me angasa ana minim ana dabi nyaboto mami boba ko so president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The battle is a loss. Very, very spiritual man.
Okay. No problem. Munyina mo kanyina me tis wo mampani ekotu John 3:16 da. Me tis wo mampani ekotu John. Na so twen ma me lande.
Ma me boss second.
Ayem mo wa say nipa da nyina wo kotu John 3:16. Oko parliament kotu John 3:16. Oko GTV kotu John 3:16. Baby we kotu John 3:16. Mambo ndi finance minister dey there wo kotu Bible.
Mambo ndi spiritual. Onu say spiritual. I feel fati be born no so aka.
Efin bi ane ne ho.
Yes. Now say dey be white. Sammy, you submission in
and so Fatih, I won't downplay on a more serious note the importance of the spiritual in the physical.
Reverend Usubempa, the Okano.
So Senyami Ayachrenua. Senyami Ayachrena. I have no reason to doubt it. We saw Nebuchadnezzar what happened to him. We saw what happened to Saul that he referenced.
Pharaoh. He
was just hanging.
Okay.
Look at the fate that befell him.
Who made him hang?
When the tree go Oh, okay.
And so
now Pharaoh's way.
You see, and those are the tricky parts. Because you see, it wasn't that Pharaoh decided to be stubborn by himself. When you read the Bible says that, and God hardened the heart of Pharaoh. So, Enema.
Who say?
And I mean, biblical.
No,
you know.
Sammy.
So what is maybe
first question.
I have visa.
It's possible say. Ebia saw Samuel and the CCCR, and I said God hardened Pharaoh's heart and the CCCR of Ghana.
Bisa question. Oh no, bisa question. How is it say?
I saw Samuel. Anna Nebuchadnezzar. Anna Pharaoh. God hardened Pharaoh's heart. No. So 3 scenarios. No. The only they see Ghana says here. And I bet me a combination of 3.
You see, Raymond, there was a post I made on Facebook.
Okay.
I think it was in 2016, thereabouts.
Okay.
And the post was that that election was going to be about God. 2020, I made a similar one, that the election was going to be about God. On my way, say, Nyamasum ayede.
Okay.
Whether be a Muslim, religious people, per religion.
Okay.
And so, listen to the message that President Akufo-Addo couched in 2016. It was all God, 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 God. Okay. The battle is for the Lord.
2016. Okay.
The battle is for the Lord. The battle is for the Lord. The battle is the Lord's.
Yes.
But is it not the same?
The
battle is the Lord's. Okay, no problem. So, it ran throughout the campaign. John Mahama, Tama, the late President Mills, the campaign or running and also when Yankopo, and all of that. It was all God. But you see, when they start to do, say, John Mahama lose 2016 elections. Oh, my Dubai, my interchange way, my sea hospital way, my say, the God factor was missing in that campaign.
Okay.
2020 elections, I call it. MPP, one more corner. The God factor was not in there. It was Yahweh, one district, one factory.
2020, he said the battle is still
the Lord.
But, Fatih, but 70% of the campaign was from what President Akufo-Addo had done.
But is that not what 80% look out for?
Yes, but you see, that's the point I'm making. John Mahama too could not have been wrong to have said, say, oh, Medjuma Mayeni. What I say?
Yeah.
But you see, that is where what says you Onyankopon? What says you Onyankopon? You have gone ahead of him.
Campaign direction.
When you didn't have the means to get that power, you were with him. Now he has given you that power, and you have demonstrated the power. Now he is behind you, and you are ahead of him, saying, "So, me na my way, but still, Odimechi."
Okay.
The
senior prophet and a Samuel Church.
There be prophet on my direction as to what we need to do.
There be prophet in Andrew Hoyer.
What I say? And it's serious.
Yeah.
What we are talking about is serious.
Okay.
Omo bar. I say open juma. Obeko all night, Friday. Obey fasting. Obey say when you get the job, suddenly even Sunday I saw a company heading. Or tight to your company heading.
Because so I break.
Yes. But you see, the point is, omo ebema metumi aye ohuska or power. And you know, ni are relegate to Onyankopon to the.
Now bonsame room.
What I say. So for me, I don't downplay the importance of the spiritual in physical matters.
Okay.
I don't at all. And the scenarios, the 3 scenarios about whether it is God who is hardening the president's heart, whether it is the case of Saul and David, and
Samuel.
And Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know which of them it might be, but I'm saying that the neglect of the God factor in governance is one of the cause of the problems.
But Sammy, critically, and God factor, Antina, Yakofasika say, Yakwako see cathedral, Senebeya cathedral ni sia, a beya symbolic. I say, Adia ye yaman yamia. Nyami will look at that symbol and have mercy on us. And
no, and I'm the call David and then the Solomon. David, after seeing all the good things God had done in his life, purposed in his heart, say he will build a cathedral for God. Now, last time we could see Edria, gold as gold, silver as silver, anya, we are providing to build a house for God. But the Yankopo here didn't say, David, you are not the one to build me a house. Your son, Solomon, will build me a house. Okay. But David provided. And David had that desire to build a house for God. But what did God say? And Yankopo said, you are not the one to build. Okay. Your son Solomon will build me that cathedral.
Oh, you're preaching.
And Solomon built. No, I'm just making a point. I'm just making a point that look, it might be that indeed His Excellency the President had the desire to build a house for God.
Still has the desire.
Well, but
challenges here,
Challenges here, you know.
Maybe.
What's that say?
A certain Solomon.
No, not a certain Solomon. Huh? You see, a balance of the humanity and the spiritual is key. Let me give you an example.
Nana. Preach.
The story of the Good Samaritan. The Bible says that, and when that guy had been attacked, and a priest came to pass.
Yes.
When he reached there, he saw the guy wounded.
Okay.
The obvious would have been that he will attend to the guy, but God's work must not be left unattended to.
Okay.
And so he left the guy. He prioritized the things of God over that.
Okay.
And then he went. Another religious man also came. He passed. It took that guy to come, the Good Samaritan, to come to the aid of the guy, and he is the one that the Bible references. It brings us to the New Testament Christianity, and it's a semblance of the New Testament, a reflection of the New Testament in the Old Testament, where Christ comes and says that,
okay.
And Christ says that, look, on the D-Day, when you come before me, he will tell you that I asked you for bread. I asked you for bread. I asked you for sugar, and you didn't give me. And he said, or said that morning when John Kuma asked you for 5 cedis, it was me who was asking you for that money. Do you understand? It's a translation of what happened within the Good Samaritan issue being brought into the New Testament.
Okay. Technically, no, the upper chain is say, Yenina, ye did it, a comdio, ye woo, a comdio, ye woo. Now they all say, Ukusida Manyamea. Number to me a catcher or say, no, you need here.
It is possible.
They say,
it is possible. Again, let me give you another instance. One time in the Bible, you see, the things of God are, for me, I always tell people that, look, this God issue is a dangerous thing because you can't really understand the ways of God.
Yes.
But how can it be, say, the ark of the covenant of God, it has been explicitly spelled out, say, it is only the Levites who can touch that ark.
Okay.
And they along the way, and they are no air to form. I didn't talk from Yankopon and Meguasi. And to make Quaco Sumu, send at Nintofom. Yankopon say, I've struck the guy dead. No, Kuno. Again, when Yankopon sends a young prophet, I said, go and preach my word to some people. When you are going, Obi invite you, Biano. Don't go. Just go deliver the word and come back. This guy on his way, Ramon, listen.
Yeah.
On his way, meets a senior prophet. A senior prophet encounters the guy and says that, where are you going? The guy says, God has sent me to this place and he has told me to go and do this and come back. Then the senior prophet calls the guy and says that, Uni bibi, bra, na a senior prophet, menu enko trefi na mo aduane kakra endi. Ekwana wutu ne ewa. And then the guy goes, eats with the senior prophet, and continues with the journey to where he is going. Ramon, can you believe that God caused an animal to kill that small prophet because he had listened to a senior prophet?
Yeah.
What is my crime? If I am going to, let's say, my Methodist church and I meet Reverend Istunanaba, and Reverend Istunanaba says, Sammy, as a prophet of the land, bra, what is my crime? So you see, you have no idea at what point God is going to consider what you did a sin. That is why salvation is a gift. It's not by works. It's a gift. That's why if you read the Bible, when Christ was on the cross and the two guys were with him, the criminal said, he admitted, but he didn't ask for forgiveness. Okay, so what do you want? And then Christ says that, look, overcome our paradise. The determination of who is going to make. So sometimes I find it very funny how people are so religious and self-righteous in this country because and God is not foolish to tell Christians, say, that is why the judgment will begin for my house. Because he knows all the pretenders are in that house.
Okay.
All the fake people, they are there in that house. They are there. So, Rowan, it's a, but I don't joke with the spiritual when it comes to. We may think that, look, something can happen in a nation that may the causative agent may be God for a purpose, for a reason, which cannot be understood today. But 10 years from now, you would understand.
But it's not prophet relation.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that I don't begrudge him. He may have seen that the president has swayed or whatever. That's him. Me who be it's just my appreciation of the experiences I have seen in the Bible that I'm sharing. But it's not impossible.
So I mean, let us assume without admitting. How do we purge ourselves from the apostle? So even in the dire situation,
how do you purge yourself? It's easy. We are in the dispensation of grace, and grace allows for us to conveniently, easily walk into God's presence and confess our sins to him, that we want to make a new turn.
We confess we are now inflation in your man ever before.
You see, for whatsoever for whatsoever a man soweth, he will reap. You may be forgiven.
I mean, I didn't sow anything.
You may be forgiven, but so far as you have sowed, you reap it.
What are we sowing?
And see, another. Don't lose sight of it. You know, now, what bojo to sa, I'm a line say, what's sakra? You are going to heaven. But Olanx Nadia, what's saying that?
Afrobarometer, Fatih. Would also cause spiritual Afrobarometer. See, Uncle.
Yeah, I'm
Afrobarometer. Afrobarometer,
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Did you watch yourself?
Why?
Me, Afrobarometer.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Chami?
Yeah. And that's why
Afrobarometer they say, by large majorities, citizens say government is performing fairly badly or very badly on one, keeping prices stable, 94%. Narrowing income gaps, 92%. Improving the living standards of the poor, 85%. Creating jobs, 83%. And managing the economy, 82%. Nengina numbers compared to 2019, Ghanaians were more optimistic. Ghanaians felt the government was doing good. So I mean, ratings are called very terrible.
But really, whatever is in this report is not new. To be fair to government, whatever is in this report is not new. The finance minister, Kenneth Ofori-Atta, has admitted that things are not well. Things are not going well. He has admitted. The vice president has done same. His Excellency the president has done same. The minister for information has done same. They have openly confessed that, look, things are bad. We are going through tough times. They said what? Burden sharing. They've said that. So there is nothing new in this barometer
Sammy, I disagree with you.
That you are giving me.
Sammy, I disagree
There's nothing new in there.
Government has not admitted.
How?
Say, narrowing income gaps, no. Why are they found? Government has not told us, price cost through the beer ban. On them say, the oil kahuntina abedu the adu.
Are we running a control? Are we running a control regime? A price control regime.
No, wait.
Are we running a price control regime?
What are the triggers for price rise? Price hikes. What are the triggers?
Are we running a price control regime?
We are not. But what are the triggers? What are the triggers?
It's the forces of demand and supply at play.
But what are the triggers?
And I'm saying that
forces of demand and supply
is the government responsible for the determination of the price of goods and services?
Government actions would trigger
so now
increase in
prices let's
or
do
reduction
your
in
analysis
prices.
Where you want to take me to. I know you're coming to tell me about fuel prices, taxes.
No, don't worry. No, put fuel aside. Let us go and buy a bag of flour and a bag of sugar for bread. How much is a sack of flour today? And
government fixes our
Nyabotre, why is the sack of flour expensive today?
Give me your reasons. Give me your reasons.
Is the government that fix the price?
Is it government who fix that price?
Are you kidding me?
If you
what factors have contributed to that price in Echo?
Let me tell you something today. We can't kid ourselves in this country. Sir, some of the inflation we are seeing in this country, it is as a result of the greed and the selfishness of businessmen in this country. We can't kid ourselves. Yawahanum say, COVID-19, no, wait,
hold good for me.
Yawahanum say, and COVID-19, ebaye, Ganamana or stock already of Gary, Ganamana or stock already of hand sanitizers. That Ghana man who was selling hand sanitizer for 5 cedis shot it to 25 Ghana cedis. Gary, at the time, not Gary, I think 8 cedis or so. You never buy a house. Gary rose to 30 cedis. Because Ghana man says, oh, I want to make profit. Fatih, I told you some time ago, I wanted to do this car thing. So, Fatih, can you imagine somebody goes to buy a car, a wrecked car, what on your fan say be $500, $800. What they buy one we say or bet you duty 20,000. What buy fix it be our top fender. Why say or they draw money. What boka 50,000. Then you pay the car we do Ghana so me turn 90,000. Up a 40,000 profit. The greed, the selfishness of Ghanaians is also part of all this. Look, you can bring me the issues about the exchange rates, the taxes.
Very good.
You can bring me all of those things. But we can't also keep ourselves to think that Ghanaians, some Ghanaian businessmen are selfish and greedy.
Farmers, me farm so
that is
Gary and and also Gary.
Essential workers were allowed. Essential workers were allowed. Fatih.
Now your boy essential workers and what's a farmers doing?
So if a farmer is bringing foodstuffs to the market, they were not allowed?
Then there was also the fear of the unknown.
That?
You don't know how long you are going to be on lockdown for. You don't know what is going to happen to production.
So that justifies the increase of the prices from Adiana 5 cities to 25 Ghana cities. That justifies it. Hand sanitizer, the small one, I am telling you, me area, make 25 Ghana cities. I'm telling you. Are you saying, sir? Are you saying, for instance?
Because you say business boom me ewo hono ntino. Ebi asame na originally oton ne hand sanitizer 5 cedis. Enti say ano market aba. Same say o Fati me dey ma 6 cedis mato. Raymond super store Tobi no duko gina kwan ho. What am I saying?
How much were we buying face shield? How much were we buying face shield? How much?
Face shield they're buying and
everybody.
Yes.
Why?
Sammy, let me.
Why? No smash. Why? No, Fatih. No. Let's be real. Fatih, me say me Omar will say more. I had some loafers. I had some. No, relax, Raymond. We need to be fair sometimes in our analysis.
Let's do proper analysis.
Yes, we are doing proper analysis.
I want to put greed aside.
I had some loafer, very nice loafer. Me call China and me catch him and say, when I'm coming back, I'm going to buy some of this loafer and bring back to wear. When I got to China, my partner or Obeshia yana in the business. Fatih, or dear call just one more ton, son, no, no. Maybe they're not machine, me loaf and I'm machine, a grade 2. Over there, it's grade 2, almost grade 1. Fatty, I was able to buy the grade 1, 2 at the price of the grade 2 idea premium. I know you are going to talk about duty, but
Sammy, let us go to the matter.
No, Raymond, let's face realities that as much as times are hard, taxes and dollar exchange rates and all of those things are factors. The selfishness and the greed of the Ghanaian is also to blame for the price at which we are buying all these things.
No problem.
With all that has happened, the greedy people increase their prices and everything. Look why she toss is here. Ubeto on the price first now turn
no,
absolutely not. No. Ubeto no at a reasonable price. When you know it is possible say by the time we come back so we go to one man na akosoro. Ubeto no at a price me fan say be ma immediate profit won't factor in the future. Would you?
Sammy,
can I respond?
Sammy, let us look at this matter. Let us take it a bread seller. Me import flour, me import sugar. I may touch flour, me touch sugar. Now Ghana and him say, your wheat and muslin flour import. Turkey, Europe, Canada, North America. Now USA and Kasa. Belgium, Europe, Ukraine, Europe. With the flour bar. Every baby I mean importing free piano, cost of freight is different. Cost of flour and ankasano is different. But mostly, I'm possibly going to buy it foreign currency. Me go to sugar, me go Brazil. Man to Brazil, I'm go to Morocco.
Good line.
Man to Morocco, I'm go to Guatemala. Man to Guatemala, I'm go to France.
I have a biased position.
Man to Guatemala, I'm to France and India. Look at all these countries I'm born. Key factor, they say I'm going to buy with dollar. What has my government done? As far as making sure, say, my currency no one holding against the dollar. I mean, I'm a year and I buy and say, 1, 2. Me den yama na be draw wie no. After paying cost of freight in Niama, after paying all that, which obviously it's in foreign currency, Makoton Yamano at price, I dear mammy. What's also the duty? Duty kakakaisi so. Me factor sanya money in every year.
Me answer.
Me factor sanya money every year. I bet determine the price at which I'll sell that flour to the baker fatty or the baker Sammy. Okay. Same will determine how much I'm selling that bag of sugar to Sammy or Fatty. Let us put all those things aside. After selling it, in 3 months' time, I have to go and buy again. I cannot expect when I'm going to buy in 3 months' time again, everything will remain constant. Looking at how the exchange rate is misbehaving. So, part of my current price, I'll factor in some speculative increments. Sammy, greed no one. Greed no one. I am giving you
all of them.
I am giving you price.
But Mami, as I interview, and I think Raymond, you should do this interview. Because my stating position on this matter. Okay, Mr. Benyeboa, ending common, or a welfare officer, Emma Guta. Mr. Benyeboa, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Now, I'm going to pay.
Yo,
and I pay your flower. There is a position, forgive me if I am biased this morning. There's a position now. Me hold the our hand and say, as much as I agree, taxes are cost. As much as I know, the exchange rate for NCD to dollar, a hammer as businessmen, I hold the position, amount for taste and desire for a abnormal profit is also one of the causes of the high commodity prices on my way. And you be an me on me again.
You made us say, Mitia, what tea for, Mitia, one day, only and my old almost studio. Menon yapping. Obviously, me no yapping, sir, because you, because I even go to the main basis of costs. So, they will say, you need price controls the regime. You know, market forces are always in play. And Obia Zukita monopoly beer, or Cassie near my women, Kran, and Makwaka, men are made distribute to Pewagana. It's really not the case. It's in all the Yamaneba, wherever you bought it from, the freight, our common duties, our betray. It has to come to the market. And when it comes to the market, we are not the only person selling. No one whole time. It's in the market forces that come to play. You know, market will be no bit abnormal profit be out also. Yeah, talk. Because we need to be better so at all. The more your money is in the item, the more it's costing you because like more cover. There is this inflationary problem. We want to be and 10 around quickly. It will affect you yourself. So why would you keep your items, your money locked up in items now till now we expect a bigger price, which obviously we are not going to get because others will sell less. If that answers your question straight away.
Now, Opani Mimbisao, a normal bois el cosro. And yet, and net 2022, and Ghana for complaints, and normal boy ding. And I say, Yanfani says, spare parts dealers, normal boy ding, and I say, we. At the time I introduced you, even the benchmark value that gave release to more businessmen, 50%, car dealers, 30%. Even at that time, Ghanaians were still saying, say, a normal boy, a cosro. And one of the reasons for the removal, and say, the reflection of the introduction of the benchmark value, is not being felt on the ground. And this is where.
Well, definitely, it wouldn't be felt in the ground because of what happened. The thing is that why did we even ask for that benchmark reduction? Why? From 2013, 2012, we were crying over the cost of clearing of items at the port. As far back as 2012, 2013, the government then introduced even special levy, 2% special levy at the ports, meaning I say or the per revenue. And we're telling government then, say, Master, already port wiring, because wood in Yamabaha, Sika is also already backline. It's a problem. Young can see Crampona, the common external tariffs, so buy, say, per se, real ECOWAS, and a normal harmonize tariffs. And also, I near Mwagana, because then they increase tariffs in the port. And some are not concerned. Yes, yes, where's Waba? That is why we're fighting. Whereby, the public have not changed them. We told them, as a master, what do you mean for any amount, $100,000 a month? And they risk $50,000 and make claim your money. It's ridiculous. So, one more to port, and then they are pretending to be collecting and importers who are pretending to be paying. Who are we kidding? So that is why we told government and said, Master, I didn't know the more it's not going to help anyone because it's too expensive clearing your goods. I want a 50% reduction. 50% about 2019. 2019, I first I didn't ever adjust one I year COVID buy. It's a COVID, Ever clear, sir, whatever that we were hoping to make in terms of adjusting prices for customers on the market. COVID didn't be clear because then COVID didn't subsidy Kakrana, yes, now well commodity prices, only out to 2 China, Asia, to 2 it be 50%, 100% or to 2. Yeah, the air shipping license say so during those times of non-activities in it. Also, I increase free boom, huge. From 2020, we have to go through the Ministry of Transport to find these shipping lines. You will be surprised as we speak. We are still even having meetings with them, with shipping authority. The shipping lines themselves, one by one, just to tell them, say, there are other charges they are charging us, which we first say some are overlapping, some are really not the best. They are not that's okay. What they are saying. If it hadn't been the benchmark one point and soy as Kakana, I thought that situation could have been worse. What they are saying, that is where we are. Obi Ebeka say benchmark requires Mukakra. I did one and I couldn't want to pay 2 times, and I could have been worse than that amount. As and also so that make us say that makes us reference Kakra. Things have really not changed at where we are buying the goods. Things have really not changed, even at the ports. Still, hearing how we are looking at the various levies and charges at the ports, which is really still ridiculous. Yeah, kind of sort of, and why the currency is also, I want the alcohol adding on to the problem. Fuel is also as I also because of whatever causes that they've enumerated, and also as traders are affecting. What are you expecting? What are you expecting?
Enra, the papers reported, I think about 2 or 3 of them, say AGI say even 20% na akano, any I think say 10% in so akano, abaying free ho.
See, Maza, see that I don't know, but I don't know. It's so sad. Say we keep saying things. I don't know whether people. The thing is that here we are. We have almost all factories were off. Through this one which is a very good thing. The thing is, you can only face off that benchmark if we are really producing that much. And you shouldn't say to me, facing at the wholesale. And then you produce, are we producing enough? Is packaging good? Is the pricing good? Is it available? Yeah, as traders, we are not born to import. We ours is to send goods to the end user, be it imported or locally made. Almost 8 years for them, yeah, need the same traders who buy and sell for them. It is about say, look, this item we have it in abundance. The pricing is good, and definitely you can get it in quantity here. It's buy from us and sell. That is that interaction we want to have. We don't just get up and say, show us data, show us what you are doing here, show us, meet us. We have so much grain. It's why are we even importing it? Because they can produce so much, they are producing at this rate, the price is good, the quality is good. So does it really even make sense going to import? That is great. Then you can go to other things. So let us look at it in phases. It can gradually be phased out, but it should be within a time span whilst the industry here to show credibility in terms of data, say, this is it, meet us, tell us, this is what we have done, this is what we are doing. We can give you the necessary produce for you to sell. Then we do, so I can say, yeah, what data are you showing and say you are really producing the item that can cause no shortage? As you cause artificial shortage, money money bonds and once I take it, 2 or 4. Say, Untimoniama was occasionally there. They should look at their industry and we say, 1, utilities, cost of utilities, the same. Government chance. Now, utilities should be set affordable if government should subsidize in a way. Now, more access to credit, cost of credit. They should look at all those things because that will help their pricing. Then, in the long run, you still have locally produced them, which is even more extra expensive than what we're bringing into Ghana. So then, where are we?
Yo, we say what? I don't know if it's a Jimbe now. You didn't come out with me. Yo, answer na ebe dani ho no. Maybe answer mo. Dabi. Mo timi fa. Dabi. Me cheche mumu. Dabi. Wo na wo ka chem say nani ho.
Nani ho bra.
Say me call off no. Me call off no. Me ti akwa we a.
Nani ho bra.
Ye nani ho bra. Na se fa ebo rempe. Oh se fa o de me ba me mo akasa. Ye nani ho bra.
Ye baba ka ba yo kasa. O de yon kombra.
Yo, o de you ever say Rasta Mazi and go break, Camera Castle go break. And welcome back. We have 10 minutes. And I'm going to be my explanation in the Mamono. Raymond, tie me. Tie. Monetary policy rate, Anko as low as 13.5. Anko. banks are what Omar will say. Interest rates are not them businessmen. Now, rates men of the Ghana for at the banks. 22. Was it commensurate with the policy rate?
No.
It wasn't. And it's about a bond home modern. That's what fixes such a good rate. That's a businessman, a corner, so that's any board that's what dear. I buy fault.
The bank is risk averse.
I buy fault.
No, that's a bank.
It is not a buy fault.
It's a bank no factor in risk in any.
It is not a buy fault.
And that's not a buying shares in a bay.
A buying
bank no. A idea because Jibusi now them say yes, this boy I can find him wherever he is.
A buying realizes that look, 17.5% VAT a year, tax a year. A buying say oh, Sanya you bet me I rope in a lot more Ghanaians in it. Yeah, the flat rate about. Flat rate, you know, how many Ghanaians were even paying a flat rate? Taxes, your commitment to the paying of taxes at the same. Say, have your government emitting revenue targets beyond and government nani ni say ordinary ordinary be so fuel also and ordinary taxes go. Government would not have put all the taxes at the pumps.
But what is stopping government from taxing where you sell taxi? What is stopping government? No, what is stopping government?
Roman, am I young?
Sammy, no, maybe say what is stopping government?
Benchmark value, yeah, Mr. Ebo buy near come once me. At the time, I benchmark value buy still none of my boarding. Spare parts. Edianebo, goose. At the time, we were still complaining about high prices. With a benchmark 50%, 30%. You think that was a joke? Sammy. And yet, it didn't translate. Businesses about my way say more. They come and now one of the papers reported the amount of money we lose because of exemptions over 20 million. Oh, and when we come, we are going to employ over
27 billion. Tax exemptions.
And then they tell you
who grants the tax exemption?
I'm coming there. No, I'm coming there.
You sit down and you do
the tax exemption is not given. The tax exemption is not given.
So that what?
So that you will be able to set up to employ people.
Exactly.
Has that been the case?
The point and I'm coming to the point. When I come and you give me this tax exemption of let's say $3 million Ghana's $3 million. When I set up my company, I'm going to employ 200 people. The guy comes to set up that company. It's not able to employ 50 people.
Who is supposed to follow up on that?
No, you don't tell me the state gives you 27 billion.
What happened to also keeping?
An agreement is an agreement.
What happened to you also keeping your word?
Part of the bargain. What you are your friend is saying? I didn't say. Like the burden is on you to ensure say you get value for your money.
So if I'm giving tax exemption, I must make sure say the grounds on which we mount tax exemption. I say me this so. Now if you leave the person, then you
come back and come and cry.
So Fatih, as much as media I think say all these things, banks, MYN, the banks are not helping us.
No, but
Ghana ni ebeko bank. Akwa says cano or see we black market.
Sammy, would you blame the bank? Sammy, would you
blame black market?
Sammy, would you blame? Why are we going to the black market? Sammy,
I didn't come black market. Oh,
BDCs. Omo catch us. Omo here $400 million, every month, to be able to take care of fuel amodeba. $400 million. Bank of Ghana to me provide you $100 million. The account uncle show ever. Why should that BDC go and find that $100 million? So clearly,
Raymond, media.
Sammy, who there MPP Congress no yakopie mo.
I said you be any so kopie mo.
Good. Na the same be brace here. Before I be sorry to media no so no. Me pese oni fati me mamu bibi kakra. Oh, me mamu bibi kakra. We on say before, during, after and same be brace here. Na chairman want to me. I whip chairman into one line. Or whip you see will be a chief whipper. Chairman of chairman. Chairman want to me. Or the young fellow sorry so. That time I'm chairman want to me. David, chairman.
Yadi aseda the man MPP for you na the aya kan nyina ne say the aya kan nyina ne say aya regional chairman for year 16 na ye nyina yesia Esia no, yase chairman untumi. Me na me lead chairman for no. And to say sia no, ebu 15. And the general say sia. Ne mu 15 no. Number 1 sign ya yedi ase ne cha ye hye no. Number 1 sign ya ye no. Actually say yedi arrange ni nyina no yedi di Jombodu achi. Efisa yedi tum say Jombodu. Ono na aye bi da. The 2024 elections na ye kɔ no. Anya de aye kwa kwaso ahwe. I was say yedi obi a wa ye bi da na de kɔ. Enti ye nyina no yedi empire bo ane ye support nyina no e de ta ye wura Jombodu. A o ye general secretary say otwedi amponyankopon o mani nya nanim animonyam na wonya voters no ane MPP for no nyina no animonyam yakoto aba no a on continue as a general secretary we dey at the point here why na wo kwa general secretary Jombodu order number 1 enti uduru ha o kwa hwe soro ho o kwa hwe soro ho jowa le da ho no o kwa hwe soro ho o kwa hwe soro ho o kwa hwe soro ho JB no da ho no o kwa hwe soro ho
it's chairman untumi the antics ni bia before election oh nyabotre
the purpose for playing this video
nyabotre
and the purpose for playing the video in saying
yentie purpose for playing the video no.
My brother Wontumi should cool down. He should cool down. He doesn't own this party. He doesn't at all. He has to cool down. Yes, because the way he was behaving and ripping all chairmen to raise their hands reluctantly. You see, all of them have been embarrassed. If it had been anywhere, all the chairmen will resign. All the chairmen will resign. I mean, look, how can I have learned my lesson that the disunity in the party stems from the fact that leaders of the party we openly support. So this time I said to get unity in the party, I'm not openly going to support anybody. If you are good and the people believe in your work, they'll vote for you. So I stayed away. But for the first time in the history of MPP political party, you see 15 chairmen raising their hands because they've been whipped. They've been disgraced. That is all I can tell you. They should go and sleep and learn sense that if you're a party chairman, you stab your people underground there, you cannot change their mind. And that is the decision we have taken. Case closed.
It's Donald Trump of Ghana politics, Kennedy Japan. I know this is the same way about the case closed. But I mean, I don't pay General Justin Frimpong Kodria. Obojuma. General Justin Frimpong Kodria. I don't pay in Chiakesi come out. And also message now with the buyer. But the name na bread you for.
Oh, I'm say I'm out for confusing baby. Will be sending me text message. Me confirm me on Bridget Menino Ejai. It's me person me put it on record. X. You trim tin time. It's and na me de end the.
Sammy cool down.
Opre.